Someone's coming out.
Dude,
Hey, yo!
I seen this picture.
Poorman podcast.
I think it's Victory. Is Victory or somebody? They just sent The Rock a motorcycle that's 2,300 cc's. It made The Rock look little.
Man.
Like, you sitting there, I was like, damn, that's a big bike. 800 pounds.
Why?
Because it's gonna be in that Rampage movie.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So I guess they're just like, here, you get one too, for your personal use. That's a hard working dude right there. We're recording right now.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
Oh,
Shut down.
Yeah, I didn't tell you. I sprung it on you.
Oh, Poorman's podcast.
Yeah.
What's been up, Jay Moody?
Nothing much, man. This is episode 19, and I'm joined by Brian, Pitre, and XO.
That's correct.
What it do, man? Y'all follow me. It's that boy X on all social media. ITZDATBOYX, man. Fuck with me.
And I'm just me.
Yeah, Brian Pitre.
Excuse my voice. Nigga had a show, two shows last night. I was out till about 5 in the morning, kind of threw my shit, but we in here.
That is correct. We are. We just looked at a picture of a guy that had a motorcycle that was an actual hog.
It was a pig, and it had a tail light in the asshole.
I think it was fiberglass. The pig housing around.
I thought you were going to say just its asshole. I was going to say no. Maybe.
I don't know. It could be.
It's like a reverse Rudolph.
It's a reverse Rudolph. Oh, man.
That's also, man, that's probably several $100s, if not thousands, worth of work on that motorcycle to make it look like a pig.
Yes.
That's what I just said. What y'all think that's fiberglass? Like,
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
like he went to a
Carbon
body shop
fiber.
and like it's a carbon fiber whole pig on a.
Man, I really do. I get concerned when I see like car shows and shit like that on like ESPN and shit, and I see the amount of money people put into nothing.
Yeah.
Into absolutely something that'll just like turn to dust.
I hate that one.
It's gonna rot.
I hate that one where it's
Appreciation.
yeah. I hate that one where it's like the auction,
Oh,
where it's all the like restored ones. Even though as enjoyable it is to see like an old '69 Chevelle, and you're like mint condition, and then you see the starting bid, and
120
it's like,
grand.
wow, this dream just got so much further away.
Yes.
Like I thought it was going to be like 40,000, 120,000.
My favorite is the auctions where they pull out the cars that like there's only 3 of them in the world.
Yeah, and it's like $6 million
Yeah, like
is a
this.
starting bid.
It's like a wooden station wagon.
Yeah.
Somebody.
It's like one of those cars that are also boats.
Yeah.
That they made in Italy or whatever.
Yeah. Or
Those
it's
things
just
look
a pull
stupid.
behind trailer.
Yeah,
Like-
like a 51 Winnebago or some shit,
Yeah, a small.
or Aeroline or whatever they're called.
Exactly. It looks like an egg from like 1972.
Dude, I've seen one of those dudes that took one of those old metal Aerodynes, I think is what they're called, something like that. They're silver campers, you know, and he like converted it into a tiny house, and he like rents it out on Airbnb on this like, it's in Austin. It's like a campfire and a little creek and stuff.
Oh,
You're
some
like,
motherfucker in Houston got a whole boat car. It's a wooden boat, and his wheels on this motherfucker. And this nigga be on the highway, man. Nigga.
Now you know in Houston,
It's a wooden boat, bro.
in Houston now this is something I can get.
so you could
behind.
actually just go in the water, or is it just
I don't
purely
know, I saw him on
aesthetics?
610.
You got-
I literally seen him on
Yes.
610 drive. I'm like, fucking boat.
That's like the dude I seen with the mosaic shark. I took a picture.
Oh, I remember.
So Houston is cool because there's a hippie part of town. Where they have
Nitros?
yes, and they have the art car show, and that shit is great. It's like a bunch of people found random trash in Houston and built cars out of it.
But what about that time we were stuck in traffic and that dude was doing flips
On the
that
side of the highway. Okay. Imagine this. You're on a feeder road.
Yeah.
610 interstate, very busy interstate, 5-lane highway in Houston. Further in the distance, there's the median, the grass, that takes you further off into the city where you got off the interstate at. And you know, on the side of the interstate, there's the walls. Sometimes they're decorated, sometimes it's just a flat concrete wall. I look out the window, it's a dude maybe, 20, 30 feet from me, standing at the stop sign, locked eyes, staring at me. And we're at a red light, just waiting.
Yeah,
This
you
dude
can't go anywhere.
Can't go anywhere, and he's just staring at me. And I'm like, hey, dude, what is this dude doing? And when he looks over, he nods and starts walking towards the wall. And as he gets to the wall, he just breaks out running full speed, runs up and cuts a backflip off the wall. And then commences to doing it again.
It was like
and
3
again.
times in a row.
And then the light turned green and we had to drive away. We couldn't experience any more of that.
Man, you should have tipped that dude, bro.
He did that for us, bro.
That's way cooler than like need food money sign guys.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or the guys that want to wipe your windshield. I mean, those. I don't really want to give you any money for that dirty rag touching my car. But a guy doing flips off a wall, you earned this $1.75, sir.
What you think the rest of his life is like?
I mean, I hope he's dead now, but I don't know. He's probably still cutting flips on that very corner.
He might be, bro.
Dude, last time me and Alan went to Baton Rouge, we were trying to find the interstate, and we're coming over these railroad tracks right when this dude on like a Suzuki, like a crotch rocket, goes over it, and he's probably going 40 like we were at the speed limit. It just started raining, and dude, he put it down sideways and just started rolling in the roll. I saw it start to happen right here, and I just looked in the rear view and I saw it keep going. This guy rolling. I was like, Alan, that guy's fucking dead. We got to go back. So I was like, we just watch the guy die. And we turn around and go back, but another car already stopped. And it was like, Alan, we're both high and drunk. This was a bad idea. We should probably... Alan was less drunk than me. I was pretty lit. I was like, I don't want to be here when cops get here, man. There's already somebody there. He's in good hands.
0 police contact.
Yeah, as little as possible in that state for sure. I'm sure most of that...
was there?
Oh, we were in Baton Rouge, but like how high I was. That's you never want to talk to a cop.
Bruh.
Even if you don't, even if you just, even if you just got high,
like really high, like just finished.
Every car accident.
I mean like just smashed the car and then don't know where all your shit is at, don't know where it went to, how it flew throughout the car.
Motherfucking, I was in the Rover.
Yeah.
Motherfucking, damn, how much of this story do I want to tell?
all the parts that don't incriminate anybody.
No, ain't like.
Unless the statute of limitations has passed?
Nah, fuck it. I was in the car with a bitch. She ain't have no pants on. She was rolling the blunt.
Incrimination.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was rolling the motherfucking. Nah, I was single at the time. She was rolling the motherfucking blunt. Motherfucking. She like, but I'm on the way to somewhere. But she like, man, we need some motherfucking weed. You feel me? Motherfucker, I'm like, oh yeah, we do. Let me call weed, man. I'm on the phone. She ain't got no pants on, no drawers. She rolling the blunt. I'm at the red light. I'm like, but you're supposed to like take the little kind of curve turn and take the red light. But I already came up to the meet. I'm like, fuck that. I'm gonna take the fucking red light. I'm looking at the other light because it's a double light. Anyway, I T-bone a motherfucker, man. I'm talking about weed flying everywhere. I got a pistol in that bitch. Motherfucking the car I hit us a little eclipse, a little drop top eclipse. The passenger in the car, man, I smashed the fuck out this nigga, man. I fucked this nigga up. Man, Mexican. This boy got out the fucking car and walked, man. Like, I'm not trying to see ICE. I'm not trying to see deportation. Right. Man, that boy walked, man. The white boy was driving. He was like, yeah, he's just gonna leave, man.
You're like, I understand.
I'm like, bro, are you alright? He ain't speaking English. Man, this nigga was fucked up, bro. I don't know what the fuck this nigga did when he went home. His old lady fixed him.
He probably died. It sounds like he died.
Hey, them Mexicans resilient. That bitch walked clean the fuck off, man. But yeah, I told her the fucking rover. Police. Nigga hid the weed and shit, but the bitch rolling a blunt, so the shit just flew everywhere. So my big cousin come get me. I heard about throw the pistol in his truck. Motherfucking the goddamn law, he just steady in the truck with the fucking flashlight. I'm sitting in another car like, fuck, man, let me go, man. Give me my little paper for the tow truck. Let me get the fuck out of here. The boy say, man, get out right fast, come here. He waved me over there, I go to the window. He like, man, what the fuck is that on the floor? I say, man, what you talking about? He like, this. The nigga picked up a whole bud of weed. He like, man, don't tell me that's what y'all was in here doing, like tripping and, running this red light and fuck these people cars. I'm like, nah, that was probably like in the ashtray. You don't see the ashtray flipped over and the cigar guts everywhere and shit. I said, I don't even got nothing. He like, man, all right. So then I go, I sit back in the other car. So then he, man, come back over here again. So motherfucking, he flashing the light in the back of the Rover now. He like, man, it's all right when you buy Smith & Wesson, it come in the blue motherfucking box.
Yeah.
You feel me? He like, the box empty though, the pistol in the other car.
Yeah.
Already, it's in my backpack. He shining the motherfucking light. Like, bro, don't tell me you got a fucking pistol in here, bro. I'm like, nah, bro, I ain't got no pistol. He like, where the pistol at? I'm like, it's at home. I'm like, it's just the box. The box empty. He like, man, get the fuck out of here. Just get the fuck out of here, bro. Go somewhere, man. I say, appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, he seems like he's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, it was some young Mexican and black cops and shit.
You never know, man.
Tripping.
Houston, I had a situation like that. Houston, you get some cool cops sometime. Because they're not all from here.
But you get some fucked up cops, too.
Yeah, I think that's probably anywhere.
No, not here.
Well, I mean, dude, I had these 3
sheriff's
sheriff's officers search my house in Vinton. Because, like, my dad was seeing this lady, and she didn't live, like, my dad didn't even live there.
Yeah.
And they came to my house to search for that lady, and I knew I didn't have anything. So I'm not going to make them wait for that warrant. Because that's just, like, it's quicker that way. There's nothing in there illegal.
Yeah.
They can leave. Well, this is like a pistol box.
Yeah.
For, like, it's a Rock Island Armory 1911, 45. And it's my buddy's. And he left it at my house from shooting it that week. And, dude, there was a younger dude and an older dude. And that older one's like thought he smelled like blood in the water, bro. He's trying to come after me because at the time I was in a band and I had a bunch of guitar cases over here.
Yeah.
And at the bottom there was one case with a shotgun in it.
Yeah.
And so he's like, "Whose pistol is this? Yours?" And I was like, "No, it's my friend Patrick Irby's. You can run the serial number on it. It'll come back Patrick Irby. He was shooting it this weekend." Yeah. Maybe I'm probably gonna bleep out that Patrick Irby part.
Yeah,
Probably a good idea.
But. Like so they do it and it comes back over the dispatch and he's like, these have extended clips on them. And I was like, is that illegal? Yeah. And he's like, no, it just looks bad. And I was like, okay, all right. He's like, wasn't these other cases? I was like, those are guitars. Like, I didn't give you permission to do this. I said, you looking for a lady? She's not here. Yeah. So he makes me open up every single one of them. Then we get to the shotgun. He's like, who's this registered under? I was like, you don't have to register shotgun in the state of Louisiana, man. Yeah. He's like, oh, you know the law, huh? And I was like, yeah, man. And the other cop just looking at me like, dude, I'm sorry, he's a dick. He does this every time. But I was like, this overstepped so much on what was the original agreement.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Totally understand.
Nigga slammed on hood.
Totally understand.
Drugged through the mud and poked in the head with the Glock. And I'm going to have your mother on the front row in all black. And, man, police be doing some fuck shit.
Yeah. It's a good thing I'm white, man. That works out.
Worked out well.
Yeah.
Because
look at the draw. Sorry, guys.
The other night for me, I got home probably about 2-3 o'clock in the morning. Me and my wife are quite inebriated. We go inside. She, I guess, was too inebriated to set the right code to turn off the alarm. Okay. Well, the alarm didn't sound. Apparently, the people called and no one responded. So they sent out an officer. And luckily, I was already outside letting the dogs out. I walked to the front yard, see flashlight, and I just real calmly put, whatever I had in my hand down into an ashtray, and I was like, hello, officer. How are you this evening? He was like, I'm doing all right. Is everything okay? Yeah. Did my wife did she set off the alarm? Because we just got home. Yeah. Normally they call. Did they not call? No, they called. No one responded. All right. Well, everything's good. Okay. Well, let's just hang out for a second. Let me make sure you live here. Oh, okay. So we stood there for 5-6 minutes while they made sure I lived there. Even though during that 5-6 minutes I explained to him the genus species of pineapple mint that was growing in my front yard.
Good distraction. Wonderful fucking distraction.
And all the ways he can use it in baking and
that is great.
Cocktails.
Yeah.
So non-threatening.
Exactly.
Oh, you soothed his fucking... Yeah. You soothed all of his white fear and guilt.
That's right.
Yes.
But then I look like this, so it kind of makes it,
Exactly. He was like, wait, so when do you put the beans in? And you're like, right after.
Right after.
And he's like, oh, okay, that's what I've been doing wrong. Mm-hmm. You want to set a lower temperature in your crock pot, too. Make sure you get the ceramic model, too. Those metal models are shit.
Yeah, and you want something that's not a digital dial. You do want a digital dial.
Yeah.
That rotating. You want something you can set at the 5 degree. Mm-hmm. And you can get right on it.
And that's when he was like, all right, you live here.
Yeah.
Have a good night, Mr. Pitre.
Thank you, sir.
Or ended, he was like, so, off next week?
He ain't saying nothing about the weed.
I don't think it was
Sometimes you run into cops and you can just tell they're like, man, this is gonna add like another hour to this shift. Fuck this. Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. Some cops
I
like.
think we were far enough away and he wasn't downwind, so things were fine.
Or maybe it could have been that one dude that's like, I ain't doing all this fucking paperwork.
Could have been.
I have the weekend off. I'm getting out of here.
But a lot of police tell you, do that shit inside the house, man.
Here's the awkward situation, though, is I felt bad for him because he showed up at my house. What if I was crazy, right?
Yeah.
Let's say, what if I was crazy? He showed up by himself at 2 o'clock in the morning, and he was clearly 40 pounds lighter than me and was nervous as shit.
Man, see, that's the ones that don't need to be police. That's the ones gonna shoot your bitch ass in 0.3 seconds.
And when I saw that, like it was like one of those things where you smell fear on a person. I saw it, and that's what made me go, "Hey, officer, how you doing tonight?" Nah, I just really call like let's have fun, let's have a conversation.
I mean, that's how you supposed to be anytime.
Yeah, anytime, but still, especially at that time,
acting crazy with the fucking police.
Nervous, yeah.
Yeah, I can't stand bitches who like to talk crazy to the fucking police.
You're like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
don't do that.
Like, it's 2017, you gonna shoot your ass too, bitch.
Yeah. You're like, I don't even know this chick.
You gonna break your fucking neck.
I'm trying.
That's a hard.
I've had to prove that I've lived in my house a few times, not just at that house, but like just throughout my life.
Again, man, it's really cool that I'm white.
It is. It is. We're gonna have to like.
No, there's problems there too, but they're not as drastic.
Yeah. You get sent in the store a lot.
I get sunburnt a lot. It's itchy, man.
It does.
I'm not comparing the two. I'm joking. Completely joking.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, crazy cop interactions or sunburns. Which one am I taking? I'll
Stick with sunburn.
buy the sunblock, guys, and I'll live.
Get you that good SPF.
Yeah.
Something over 15.
Yeah. So what was all the recipes you told him for that? Cop. What kind of plant was it again?
Pineapple mint.
Pineapple mint. What the fuck is pineapple mint?
It's a cross between grapefruit mint and apple mint.
Today he had chocolate mint.
Yes, I do.
Damn.
Really smells like mint and like cocoa and chocolate.
And it grows out of the ground like that?
Mm-hmm.
Where were these made? Monsanto made these and sent them to you? Where'd you get these hybrids?
What's cool about mint is
These GMOs, bro.
It crossbreeds easily. You know the difference between GMOs and GEOs, right?
No. I mean, pretty much everything's a genetically modified organism. A dog is, if you think about it. It's a wolf that we turned into
beer that we're drinking.
Yeah, okay.
It's a genetic modified organism.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the ones that like don't yield another crop the next year because the seeds are infertile. Or they have.
That's something that's been designed to be exactly what it is against its natural.
Yeah, they have like built-in pesticides.
Exactly. It's like
I'm talking about those fucking things.
Those things.
That's what that's the mint you're growing.
That's not the mint we're growing. We're not gonna do that.
I see.
No, I like.
You guys have rolled another
yes.
marijuana cigarette or blunt?
Oh.
Allegedly, they did.
Allegedly.
No one can prove that because this is only.
Weed, bitch, and I know alleged. Them motherfucking charges.
There's no denying it.
This
all right, well, we're gonna take a smoke break then.
Oh, well then. See you guys later.
Alan's gonna cut this part out. Don't worry. This part right here, where I get before I go. All right, we're back from our smoke break, and these two just introduced me to the idea of smoking mushrooms and how it turned out for them.
We had a small debate on whose idea was. I think it was Pitre's idea.
I think I probably worked on it together and came up with a final solution. So it's both.
I can actually give you the history on this. This started from a book written by Carlos Castaneda. If you get a chance, check him out. Amazing author. Carlos is a anthropologist who was in seek of natural human transitioning into different spiritual worlds, and he wanted to figure it out through the study of medicinal plants. So he went to South or Central America rather, in search of a shaman, or a brujo, as they call him. And the brujo was Don Juan, And one of the ways, not to give away too much of the book, that really inspired me is Don Juan.
Ain't not gonna read it, so you might as well.
Okay.
They might.
It might.
Some nerdy people listen to this thing, man.
Yeah, I mean, Alan's involved in this.
Yeah.
So, I would hope.
The reason why Alan's not here right now is because he's watching Wrestle fucking Mania.
Now, guys, he's not at WrestleMania. He's at a party in which they are watching WrestleMania on TV.
Oh no.
No.
Dude, I guarantee you the girl ratio there is not as good as it should be.
It shouldn't be. No, and there's probably...
Unless that's not what you're into, then it probably has the perfect ratio.
They are watching guys in tights fight each other.
This is the thing, is I hope nobody that listens to this is actually that hardcore of a wrestling fan, because wrestling fans on YouTube comment sections are brutal.
If you're a Looney Tune person and you hear at your door one day, and there's some dude standing outside.
That bitch gonna get body slammed. That's what the fuck gonna happen to him. Bitch ass.
You'll catch a tourist judge to your fucking face.
So we were talking about.
Yeah, bitch. We got them judges too.
Yeah.
Them good 410 slugs. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
We got them too, baby.
The first one's birdshot, the second one is not.
We got them ARs. Nigga got them goddamn.
Dude, my brother goes hard on guns. Like, I just have the one pistol, but he has ARs, AKs, lever action shit.
Yeah.
So like deer hunting. He has like hunting rifles, assault rifles, pistols. He has a crossbow.
Be able to compete with no white boys on the fucking guns and shit.
Yeah, my brother, he's into that shit, dude.
Motherfucking hard.
Yeah. Like, this one's got like foregrip, side scope. He goes hard with that shit. I mean, completely legal too.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if he keeps like without, going fully automatic and getting a Class 3 license, he can. There's nothing. I mean, $10,000 for. I think it's actually $9,000. You can buy a Barrett 50 cal semi-auto. Do you realize that they can stop like infantry trucks by destroying them? But you can buy one of those and hunt mountain goats with it.
You can.
That's some weird shit, man.
Kentucky is real easy to get a fully automatic license.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers in Kentucky got them foolish.
The only thing though that I don't know if this is true, but I heard like Class A license, you're more likely to receive like a no-knock search.
Yeah.
If they think you violated any laws.
Probably so.
Yeah, most likely.
It's like DEA shit.
Yeah.
That's creepy. That idea that in the middle of the night, but.
Well, it lets you know. It reminds you of where you're at.
But have you ever looked up the price difference between semi-auto and a fully automatic weapon?
Mm-hmm.
It's like $25,000 to like $10,000 in that area.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So like a fully auto AR, like $20,000. That's way too much. I'll be like, man, they're really cool, but I'm not saving for a whole year to buy one.
That's a lot of money just to be able to pull the trigger and not let go.
Yeah, and also to be really inaccurate and cause
cause
collateral damage,
like
man.
a fucking chainsaw.
Yeah.
A fully automatic AK.
Yeah.
Man, that bitch like you holding a like you just sweep that bitch from side to side. Them motherfuckers not know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna aim and fuck no.
Yeah, because I mean, you get 2 or 3 shots and.
Nah, bro.
No, I'm talking about like if you have a semi and you're on a mission. That's really what you want. You want 3 bullets.
I feel like in every situation that's probably what you want,
That's
because
really what you
accuracy is the way you win gunfights.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the kind of gun. If you got an accurate gun, you got a little,
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like a semi-auto AK or AR is probably ideal for everything that you would ever
AK,
encounter.
You trying to flip the fucking car.
Yeah.
The AK, you just trying to fucking mow everything down.
Whether like it's like police or military activities or criminal activity, that seems like that would be the ideal gun for every situation.
AR?
Yeah, or the AK. Either of those two, semi-auto.
Motherfuckers to talk like the AK more powerful.
I mean, that's. I was gonna say probably more durable. Those guns, like especially if you get like anything Ukrainian or Russian, those are.
Now, motherfuckers talk like them Dracos trash though.
Dude, we had we had to reschedule him. This guy, Zach Painter, he was a veteran that came on here and did it, and the file got corrupted, so we couldn't post it. But he was talking about when he was in Afghanistan, He's like, they're like little kids herding goats that have AKs over their shoulders.
Yeah.
Fully autos from whenever Russia was there. That was
Yeah.
like their grandpa's AK, and they still shoot true.
Oh yeah.
So we're talking about like 60-year-old
The
gun.
design ain't changed since 1947.
Like the same thing with like the Barrett.
Yeah. Colt 911.
Yeah, that's rare. The rarest jamming pistol there is
Yeah.
for sure.
Motherfucker, that shit.
And they have the dummy plate too, so it's not just like once you put your hand in there, you have to. You're not pulling the trigger on a Colt 1911 without intention. That's not an accidental fire, you know.
Yeah.
They are good guns though. I like whenever you ever see some that are super ridiculous, like the custom ones.
With the fucking pearl handle and the gold
Yeah.
goddamn trim.
Yeah, like
Shit
rhinestones
look
and
clean
shit
as
on it.
fuck though. Motherfucker got big gold plated
Yeah.
AKs and chrome plated AKs and.
The only two people I think of that would design guns like that are like an oil tycoon guy,
Saddam Hussein
Like-
had a bunch of them.
and then like Flavor Flav. Those
They
two,
would have a gold plated fucking crack pipe.
but like one of those pistol lighters. It's custom. It's like a $30,000 lighter. That's a weird little dude, man.
He's a strange little man.
You know, drugs, bro. Drugs, man.
Yeah,
It's
that-
crazy that the most like conscious group ever, while Chuck D is rapping about saving the fucking planet, this nigga goddamn Flavor Flav's in the background full of crack.
Yes.
Just dancing his motherfucking ass off.
Yeah, boy.
Full of crack, man. That's some crazy shit.
Yeah. Well, this one dude's like trying to tell truth. The other one's like, I'm gonna hit that pipe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know why? Don't matter.
I've never really got into him that far, but Paulie recently introduced me to Odd Future.
Yeah, all right.
Those dudes are, they're like the Adult Swim of rap.
They are on Adult Swim.
I know, but it's like, you could just tell, like, their topics of choice and
They
videos.
still a topic.
Yeah. Well, they're just like how they're rapping and like the videos and the themes of the videos, like,
Know what I'm saying? Like, I Future still a thing.
I don't even know if they are, but I just recently heard a few of their songs and was like, all right, I kind of want to listen to this when I'm high, but I really don't want to like analyze it.
Yeah, that's kind of where a lot of music is now. That's some genres.
Smoking mushrooms.
That's right.
We deviated.
Yeah,
so
very, very
good.
far. Sorry.
Oh, I was placeholding.
The book was a separate reality, and Don Juan's Yaqui way of life. So Don Juan basically took Carlos in. Carlos was the guy, the anthropologist. He wanted to learn. Don Juan didn't want him to just learn. You have to experience it. You have to go on your own little journey and path. And one of the
Like a spirit walk.
it's a spirit world. You have to. Yeah. Well, it's
No, I mean, I said a spirit walk.
it's entering into knowledge.
Yeah,
is what
yeah,
they
yeah.
call it, and learning to see. And on Carlos's quest, while he was learning to see, one of the things that they did was Don Juan took a shroom that he had aged for and dried in a gourd for about a year, put it into a pipe, sat a piece of hot coal on top of it, sprinkled a few herbs around it, and told him smoke the whole thing.
What kind of herbs?
Datura, and there's another one. It's a type of it's the flower of a grass.
Oh, they just for smell and aroma
No,
purposes.
the flower,
aromatics.
the flower of the grass is kind of like salvia. What it does it calms you
shit.
down. It keeps you still.
But also a hallucinogen in its own
Not
right.
quite not quite like Sanucci. It's more like it just calms you. It
Okay.
just relaxes you during the process. And then the Datura is a heavy hallucinogen. Heavy hallucinogen.
Where can you find that at?
You can order the roots of the plant from some places in powder, but it's not supposed to come here, but it can. Or you can try to order the plant itself and grow it, or seeds of the plant, which is hard to do. Don Juan actually says it's not best to try to do that, though. It's best to go find it.
Okay.
Yeah, but either way. They smoked the shroom, essentially. And so one day, we're all hanging out. I was like, hey, there's some shrooms drying in the cabinet.
Nah, we wasn't hanging out. We came over to do shrooms.
That is correct.
There was intention.
There was intention.
There was an
Where you
agenda.
exactly got them shrooms from? That's your boy had grown.
Those, yes. The second time we did that, no.
Brian
Second
Pitre
time.
also has a problem.
The first time, the time we smoked them,
Yeah, those were grown.
Yeah.
your boy had grown.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so, yeah. Shrooms, I got the shrooms in, y'all come over. You feel me? It's a party. So I got the motherfucking codeine. This was back when we had real activists. You feel me? We drinking the motherfucking drink. We on the Zans. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like every time I be on shrooms, I got the drink. But motherfucking, so he making shroom tea. Like, fucked around and put like a fucking shitload of nutmeg in the shit and ruined the fucking tea. And like the shrooms didn't break down, so it was like shroom, like
Soup?
Kinda.
Yeah,
That's what ended up
kinda.
happening.
So
More of
he-
a chowder?
Well, you gotta understand, there was heavy drinking that had been going
Okay.
on before this.
So you pretty much botched the job, is what you're getting at.
It's like the
Someone mentioned, hey, if you put nutmeg in it, it'll make you hallucinate more. Right?
I mean,
I thought you did it for taste
well,
reasons.
no, people
or
do
something. Oh.
smoke nutmeg, and it
Oh,
does
yeah,
give you an
yeah.
effect. It should kill you, though.
yeah.
And almonds got cyanide.
So,
They can kill
Apple
you.
seeds, too.
what we tried to do in our alcoholic state was put some nutmeg in it and it didn't work out as well as
Not
Maybe
we.
you should have put
Not
all
we.
the
Only
nutmeg.
one person was making the shroom tea on the
Did you
stove.
measure the nutmeg out, or
No,
did you
bro,
just
you know
eyeball it?
nutmeg just needs like barely a sprinkle. You know, you put a big heaping spoonful of
It's
nutmeg.
kind of like that. Instead of going like, I should measure this out, you're just like, well,
But at the end-
those little, you know, when you open a container like the McCormick thing, and
Yeah.
it closes back properly. So a ball of ground nutmeg fell in.
Well, you should have been able to pick that ball out.
No, once it was in there, once it was in the hot water, once it was in the hot shroom water, I'm not going in there yet.
oh man, that's
Okay.
why you use a spoon or something.
Yeah,
But anyway, the shit was gross as the fuck, and you had to like make a cup and just like pretty much take a shot and just down it and chase it with something else.
So
Whatever.
what I'm
So pretty much like eating cottage cheese.
It wasn't. Just
You don't want to spend a lot of time in your mouth.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Yeah, you want that experience over as fast as
It was
possible.
horrible.
But
Okay.
The smoking them. He had them in the cabinet drying overnight. So
So y'all already drank some of the tea and then decided to
yeah,
do
but you
this?
know, the tea ain't kicked in yet.
Okay,
You feel me? We
yeah.
smoking weed. We sipping drink. We full of Zans. We on multiple
Oh,
drugs.
so both like not only drinking the tea, but then you smoked it. That probably both hit you at the same time.
well, we don't know exactly
Because
what
when you're
happened.
digesting something, it takes longer to start up, and then when you smoke, maybe both of them hit you
They
at the same
meshed.
time.
Maybe.
Possibly. But
Okay, but we rolled up the blunt. We had the weed. Dro. Dodie. However you want to call it.
What
Motherfucker.
strain was it specifically, please?
This was like fucking 2000, what?
I had weights.
8.
Oh yeah, I guess you could just say
Different
Doty
items
then.
back
Yeah, it's like 2008. Roll it up, we go outside. For some reason, we want a hot box in the car. Like,
No, I'll tell you why. Okay. My Impala at the time had no wheels. It was sitting on 4 cinder blocks. I was upset with 2 of my tires that had blown out. I owed a lot of money on my car, and I couldn't drive it because I just spent all the money paying the car note. So I had no tires. It was just sitting there. And I think it was Dedrick said, you need to just kind of smoke this to where the smoke don't go anywhere. And I was like, we can just go sit in my car.
somebody.
Carport.
But we said we was gonna hot box. You know, you get higher when it's like.
Mm-hmm. You're constantly breathing in
Yeah.
a small amount and then smoking.
Yeah, we crammed in that bitch. But anyway, light the blunt. Motherfucker hit that bitch. It's like an explosion in your brain, like, but not it's a poof. But it's like a poof, and you like, oh, this not fucking weed. This a whole different other motherfucking high. I'm passing the blunt like, oh, this ain't weed, y'all. Like, go on hit this shit. You gonna see what the fuck I'm saying, motherfucker. Hit that shit. Oh, I see what the fuck you saying. Pass that shit.
There was no explaining how it felt. In the back,
It was orange to me. That's all I remember. An orange
That's what
poof in my brain.
and you know what I remember? I remember openness. I remember sitting in the back going, I have never felt so open.
Oh yeah,
I feel so open.
You know, mushrooms have you open already, but smoking the bitches
Open.
Well, it's not just like open,
small and very open.
It's a weird kind of open too, where you're just like,
oh, your body, my whole body felt open.
well, you like you tell people about your fears from like a non-biased point of view, and you're like, I don't know, I just told you that, but. And you know what? It's not. You know what? I'm not even that worried about it anymore.
No,
my first time mushrooms, I talked for about 3 hours, told my whole life story. Like,
you ever had a bad trip?
I've had bad moments inside of good trips. I feel like that's what every bad trip is, because I guarantee you the majority of it was enjoyable.
It was.
It was just that one bad part was more memorable.
Yes, it was. Yeah. Because I remember the rest of the day.
That was fucking good, man. There's no bad trips.
That's right.
Just bad parts of good trips. There we go.
You got that?
That's on the fucking T-shirt, man.
Yeah.
Sorry. I just got real, like, hippie white dude. My bad.
No, you're all good.
all good, brother.
Anyways, what were you saying?
I got stuck watching.
Oh, you were so open first. That's what you
Yes,
said.
I was very open.
Pause.
Do we need to pause?
No. It's something black people say when something sounds gay.
I was very open.
Yeah. Very,
Like physically?
it's kind of like a game.
Pause. Hold on. Time out.
Was this like a butthole open? What kind
And then you're supposed to say no homo.
Yes.
I mean, if that's what you're into, dude, that's what you're into.
Hey, I'm not watching WrestleMania right now.
That's right, Alan, you little butt fogger.
Hope you didn't bring that moonshine.
Oh, dear God. I don't even fucking talk about that.
So either way, we're sitting in the car, and it was a lot of mind-exploding experiences throughout.
Was it one of those ones where you're like, those nights when you are like, man.
This is the middle of the day.
Oh.
The music
like
was
4 in the
playing.
afternoon.
We probably playing fucking goddamn Earth, Wind, and Fire in that bitch with the blinds open and the sun coming. You know, mushroom fucking day. I like to do mushrooms during the day.
Yeah, man.
The sun make me feel like fucking Birdman or something.
Yes.
Yeah, also just like a breeze.
Mm-hmm.
Just getting hit by a breeze, you're
shit.
like, what the
Being outside, blue, green, the sky, grass, all that shit is
It was a very
amazing on shrooms.
You know, it was one of my
Dude,
favorite
I wonder if
I
that's
think we
because
kept the front door open all day.
you're talking about blue and green and stuff. I have a filter on my phone that removes some blues and greens, and like at night I don't look at my phone at all.
Yeah.
I wonder if because they stimulate the brain, both those colors, kind of like almost like mild caffeine.
It's because your photo response.
So I wonder, like that's why it's so fun when you're on mushrooms during the day and you see blue sky, especially like here in Louisiana in spring.
You're a photoreceptive creature, like a plant, like a tree.
Yeah, exactly. That's vitamin D metabolism.
All
and
right,
all
so
that.
you're feeling your body's responses, your subconscious. You're feeling your subconscious.
But then you're also like, everything's also aesthetically pleasing.
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's greeny, you know, like when it's in spring, and then like it's windy, but not it's warm, but not hot, and you're just like sitting there like, this is
Well, if
like.
you think about it,
And then you go too deep.
From an applied thought process, your body is in a state where your serotonin, dopamine, and everything else is peaking in different levels,
Yeah.
at different times, because the way the shrooms react to your body. So every now and then, you're feeling really good about what's happening in your subconscious. You're not just feeling the breeze. The pores on your skin, you can feel the air going in. You
Yeah.
can feel the hair growing out
That's
of it
why I
as
say
the
you feel
air
like
goes
fucking
in.
Birdman. The
Right.
fucking UV rays energize you.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Like, you
just feel
actually
the shit.
become aware of things that you are too busy to
thinking about it.
notice.
Oh yeah, shrooms. You're
Otherwise,
totally open.
You're totally aware.
So yeah, all right.
It's like
It's
I
also-
love ecstasy back in the day. Shrooms like the clean ecstasy.
Yeah, it doesn't
I-
have the hang up. I
Yeah.
mean, you feel a
All
little
the-
weird
all
the
the
next day.
chemicals and shit, yeah.
But also, it's like that y'all talking about the openness, and then you see all that stuff, and you're actually reacting to it. And then you ever go into that thought, like when you're real deep, immediately after that, when you're like,
Oh yes,
how
that's the
fucking
down.
lucky am I right
That's
now?
the down.
You're immediately
That's
like,
the down.
yeah,
That's the roller coaster. That's your way. That's when you know the ride is ending.
oh, whenever you're
Yeah,
like,
it's
I'm
clicking.
real lucky
It's-
to be alive, and this
You
is
just
shit's
went
happening
on this
right
roller
now.
coaster, and at the
Usually
end,
it's like,
it's slowing
man, I
down.
fucking love shrooms.
Shrooms,
Like, bruh, like,
Yeah.
why don't I find shrooms more often? Like, this shit is
You gotta
like,
take
I
a
like
break.
this shit.
Yeah, but then like also you think about it the next day and like off and on for the next couple of weeks, but also like the impulse to buy mushrooms for me immediately goes away once I have a
never
good
find
trip.
them a lot.
What I mean, you might be able to find you some people.
Something.
Yeah, But you know what I'm saying? Like once you have a good trip, the next day you're not like, I want to do that again. You're like, what the fuck was in my head yesterday?
Like 6 months down the line.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a recreational drug. This is like it's a fun experience.
So
but you need to take the time to put that shit back together.
Yeah, that's why they tell you. That's why you got to read that book because it teaches you.
What's the name of this book again? I already forgot. I'm sorry. I'm high.
Carlos Castaneda. That's all you need to know.
Carlos Castaneda. I'm
Look
sure
him
that's
up.
it's spelled like it sounds.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. I will sound it out, and Google will correct me if I spell it wrong.
And I think you'll do well with it. I think once you read the first one, actually, I think I might have the first one paperback. I can let you, hold
Have.
on to that. Have.
Forever.
Forever, probably. That would end up happening. I'm sure.
I'm not giving it back.
I bet. I don't know, it's a journey, man. It's like each time you have to, it's almost like watching a long movie. Yeah.
All right. We're going to take another smoke break.
Yeah, we'll continue this.
Carlos Castaneda.
Carlos Castaneda, bro.
Yeah.
Bring us back, Brian Pitre.
Hi, I'm Brian Pitre, and I'm here with XO and Jay Moody, and this is the Poor Man's Podcast.
Episode 19.
You're welcome. I normally charge people for voiceovers.
And disclaimer, you should never smoke mushrooms. A friend of mine said spores will grow on your lungs and you will never be able to get rid of them.
It's so
do
true.
not smoke mushrooms.
Dude, what if that happened, but it kept you constantly high? Like, tripping. You were like that forever.
You'll probably die. It's
probably
some
what's
type
wrong with
of
me.
poisoning.
Oh, well.
Fungus
Man,
on
yeah.
your lungs.
You got some real weak-ass lungs.
Lung fungus? Lungus?
bitch-ass lungs.
Dude, I was watching
lungs.
I was watching this podcast, and they were talking about some people with, like, severe depression, they get a fungal infection in their GI tract. Like, that's how bad it is. It's super hard to treat. And it ruins, like, their gut flora and stuff, and that leads to, like, the severe, like, the worst depressions that people have, like, real manic suicidal shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's so weird that what you eat could make you go pretty much schizophrenic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yogurt people.
Yeah, and yogurt, kimchi, sauerkraut.
You need those probiotics.
Yeah.
I was telling him earlier.
Get them
he was
cultures
asking
in your
me-
gut.
He was like, bro, didn't you just eat like 8 million tacos? Yes, I ate 8 tacos. But I also had a bunch of probiotics before
Yeah.
I ate those, so my body was craving food.
Dude, this guy that I work with, he makes this kombucha. Yeah, he grows his own mushroom stuff.
Excuse me?
Kombucha is like fermented mushroom juice.
Okay.
And to a certain, like the really pure stuff has a small alcohol content.
Okay.
But they usually do it flavored because if it's by itself, it's potent and terrible.
Mm-hmm.
So it's usually like,
country of origin?
I mean, wherever those.
I would.
I
go
believe
as
it's
far as to say
Oriental.
Himalayas.
Is Oriental still politically
I think
correct?
it's
No.
I didn't say the Orient.
No, I think the
All right, Asia.
No, let's go.
Asia.
Kombucha would be probably closer to like Nepal or Kathmandu at the time.
Okay. I
would
think
go
you're
around
probably
that
bullshitting us right now.
You know what? Y'all continue.
Yeah, he's good
It's
at Google. Awesome. But it's loaded with probiotics, and they usually get it flavored to where it's really good. It'll be like you can get it sparkling too.
So it's a drink.
Yeah. I mean the more pure stuff's pretty thick, but that and kimchi too, which is
That kombucha serve.
I mean look,
Kombucha.
it actually might help you metabolize
Oh, nice.
whatever it is you're consuming better. So if you
I quit serve.
I mean, even with like mushrooms, that and also like nootropics, like vitamins specifically for cognitive
Just watched
function.
a special literally on nootropics.
I tried
For the first time.
on its alpha brain. Dude, I got like a 90 count bottle, and I'll take 3 a day. The most you can take is 4 a day, but I'll take 3 a day.
Man, there's one fucker on the special was taking like 3 handfuls of shit every day.
These are just 3 tablets,
Yeah.
and it's the company Joe Rogan
No,
owns.
it's 3 handfuls of tablets. All
Damn.
kind of different
No, dude,
shit.
I just took 3 of these days, dude. I felt sharp as a fucking tack. And I also had got the New Mood, which is their, it's like a serotonin, melanin
We're talking
thing.
about the limitless pill, people.
Yeah, pretty much. But they had this other one that would kind of affect it fed the parts of your body that created serotonin. So it was like really hard to be in a bad mood. And the other one was this stuff called T plus that it creates your body's natural testosterone functions. It feeds that part of your body. So like nuts were working good, brain was working good.
Kill, rape.
Yeah, that. But like I also had that stuff that was making me smarter, and the other stuff that was keeping me in a good mood. So I felt fantastic.
Along with murder, rape, and kill.
No, I didn't even think about that. I would think about like white tigers and shit. Because I was also eating a lot of edibles at the time.
Google answer.
Commonplace. There is no origin. It is known to be Northern East Asia. Imported to Japan.
Okay, so
Japan gets credit, but
Northern East Asia, that'd be China and Russia.
Yes, exactly. That's
So
why I said
China,
the
Russia,
Himalayas at
and
The Mongolians.
That's what
Well,
they
that was
say.
the step.
220 BCE.
Dude, have you ever listened to this podcast by Dan Carlin called Hardcore History?
I have not.
He does this it's like 8 episodes, and each episode's 3 hours long, where he gets into depth about the Mongol Empire.
Mm-hmm.
Those are some cutthroat motherfuckers, dude.
A kurutai.
Like they would
Kurutai.
whenever they would raid like a fortress or castle, their army would move on, but they would leave behind like 10,000 men to give it a day or two and go back. So all the people that were hiding or off hunting or something, they get them too, and there would be no one left in cities. They would like kill every person in the city, and all the people that were really good at something, they would give them jobs. They're like, we're not going to kill you or your family. We're going to pay you very well. We don't care what religion you are.
We're going to take care of you.
Yeah, because there was no religious denomination.
And if you work hard, you could possibly move up in rank and become part of this empire.
So they got all the way to like Italy.
Yeah.
And they took over China.
Yes.
They went into Russia.
They're
Like
the
it's
second largest empire
Yeah,
next to the Romans.
the fastest expanding too.
Yes.
Because they did it because they had archery, but they had horseback archery,
Yes.
which no one was really using cavalry at the time. And they would only ride mares, so they
One of
could
their
make
best- one of their best
cheese
things
and
that-
milk, and then they would mix their mare's milk with blood whenever they couldn't hunt game, like on mountain trails and shit. And that's how they'd be able to go through passes nobody else could go through and ambush people. Slick as shit, dude.
Bro, not only that, they would use nature. They would utilize the world around them to cause, like, to inflict harm. They would look at a mountain cliff and be like, okay, that area right there is right over probably this way. So what we're going to do is build up a little row of trees and we're going to knock all these fucking rocks down.
Yeah, or damming up streams and shit.
Yeah, we're just going to cut off their water supply.
Yeah, they're thugs.
I
like,
don't give a fuck.
but dude, I was just imagine how like weird their poops were when they were
Yes.
drinking like blood and milk.
Blood milk. We need to have another podcast episode where we drink blood milk.
I'm not drinking blood milk.
No.
All right.
Yeah, dude, I'm just thinking about like, dude, you have the meat sweats and dairy farts at the same
would,
time. I ain't trying to fuck with that.
Shit, I got the meat sweats.
I'm not trying to have like really lubricated farts. That's not the day I want.
Man, what was the goddamn chips back in the day? The fucking goddamn with
The chicken chips.
the fucking when they came out with the fucking Lay's and all the shit with it was some new fucking grease they was using to make the shit, and it was what it was. It was making motherfuckers catch leaky assholes. You remember this shit, bro?
And the leaky asshole grease.
Remember this? This is awesome. Please.
Google it, please.
Yeah, I need every fact about this.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you Google that. I did kombucha.
Yeah, I think kombucha. Well, this is 2 different subjects
Anal
for sure.
leakage. That was the
Anal
side
leakage.
effect was anal leakage.
You're like, kombucha, I'll take kombucha, you can have leaky buttholes.
You can have leaky
Google
buttholes.
That's what you get to Google.
Anal leakage.
Google chips. Anal leakage.
I hope no one sees your search history, man.
Wild chips. Lay's wild chips.
Wow.
And
But
there was
those when they were taking
dude,
shits, they were like,
Olestra.
wow.
Olestra. Y'all remember Olestra? You remember
Where
that
can you-
bitch Olestra?
Where can you purchase this?
This
Probably
is like 98.
That's the
They
probably
discontinued them.
Damn it.
Dude, you can order a
Oh, let's
six-pack.
We're gonna have to go on the
cause
dark net.
abdominal pain, abdominal cramping,
deep
and loose
web.
stools.
So give people the poops.
Lay's Wild Chips were fat-free potato chips produced by Frito-Lay containing Olestra. Introduced 1998. Marketed
It was a
using
diuretic.
Lay's, Ruffles, Doritos, Tostitos.
They were giving people a fucking diuretic.
Yeah, I mean alcohol's a diuretic.
But they
No,
discontinued them shit.
no, I'm talking.
So you
about,
don't remember that?
you know that little thing you get from the
No,
hospital.
I'm glad because that means it didn't affect me at all. I didn't have to at one experience to see it.
You ever drink Squirt?
No, do
Surge.
you remember? Oh, dude,
So I remember saying
remember people like
Squirt.
say,
It make your nuts shrink.
yeah, exactly.
But it was yellow dye number 6.
Number
Yeah.
7.
Number
Man, that
7.
shit's in everything. If you look at I was like, it's in Doritos.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah.
I'm turning that color, and most of it is derived from like plant matter. So
Yeah,
it's not
yeah,
even big. It's like
You guys,
turmeric.
you guys remember Pepsi Clear?
I was just about to say,
Yeah, I
you can
know
order a
Pepsi.
6-pack of fucking
I
Pepsi
ain't
Crystal.
drinking that.
It was
Yeah, Pepsi Crystal. Yeah, that's what it's called. I'm
Oh,
not
Like
drinking that
Pepsi
shit.
Blue.
Oh yeah, I remember Pepsi Blue. You remember all the fucking
got a
colors
cherry
of Mountain
Sprite,
Dew?
A cherry Sprite. They do have cherry Sprite now.
All the fucking colors of Mountain Dew. Vanilla Coke.
Yeah, dude. They have I forget the
Yeah,
gas
but there's
station,
all-
but there's like an Arby's in it in Vinton, and they have this fountain machine for sodas that has like 20 flavor options on top that you can add to it.
Even better.
They got them in Burger King.
Have you ever
Yeah,
eaten that at
that's getting
A&W
crazy.
root beer?
No, I haven't.
Back in the day.
Fuck.
They
'Cause
got
I'm
one
a
in Houston.
IBC.
It's trash.
Oh,
Burned off too.
A&W root beer. Oh yeah, that's right. There is, and it
garbage.
Oh, it's like
Garbage.
it's like a.
But back like in the 90s,
90s.
a fucking A&W root beer, man, them fucking chicken strips was the truth.
Bro, that burger, that fucking burger, and you would get on draft if you order root beer. They give you a frozen mug, and you walk over there and you pull it, you tap the keg on the root beer, and you get a big ass cold frosty ass root beer.
That's crazy.
A&W, I loved it.
Do you guys have you ever had the steak fingers at Dairy Queen?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, me and my buddy moved his dad's stuff to Panama City Beach for him. Like, it was one of the scariest things because I thought my buddy was going to drive the moving truck because it was his dad.
Yeah.
No, I had to drive the moving truck. It's like a 20-foot long truck. I've never driven. I took some Adderall and stuff. The point of the story is he paid us to drive the stuff there, and we were going to hang out and party in Panama City Beach because he lived like a block from the beach. And we went to the Dairy Queen there that was right across the street from his dad's apartment to eat. And I was like, I'll take the steak finger basket. And she's like, we don't have that. We have quesadillas instead. Fuck. I was just like, that's the only,
Okay.
what am I going to get, dessert only? That's the only good thing they
Texas
had.
don't have Frito pies no more.
Oh, yeah, dude, I would have
I'll
left.
tell you this.
That's what I did with the steak finger basket. I was like, I'm not eating quesadillas, motherfucker. From Dairy Queen's quesadillas? No.
In Houston, and the Jack in the Box.
Oh yeah, Jack in the Box and Taco Cabana.
Son.
Nigga was some new shit to us.
Oh, when they had the
Every
Colossus burger?
fucking day.
Son,
Colossus burger.
No, them
yeah.
goddamn bacon cheddar wedges at fucking Jack in the Box was a
I'll tell
fucking
you
problem.
what had me on a problem. It was a blueberry cheesecake milkshake.
Whoa, man, that seems like that would probably give me a problem, too. I like
Bruh,
blueberries.
A blueberry cheesecake milkshake. And I'll get a large family size curly fry, which is basically a giant 44-ounce cup filled with curly fries. That was my problem.
Let's not talk about this.
I bet that wasn't even like $5.
Codeine
Xanax.
binges on
Codeine.
fucking.
The worst part is that
breakfast.
meal you just described was like $5-6
Yeah.
tops.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. And I was eating at least 3 to 3,200 calories. that was intense of a meal.
Yeah.
Bruh, I'm talking about we used to go to McDonald's, Burger
Yeah,
King,
bro.
and goddamn Jack in the Box.
Wait,
All in one night?
Oh yes.
Like no, I'm talking about
yes.
In a row?
like
Yeah.
we drinking
We had-
drinking codeine and popping Xanax
We had a little
all
round
night
that we take.
till it's 6 o'clock in the morning
You
and they
finish-
serve breakfast,
You
right?
finish a CD on this little round.
You get motherfucking I'm getting bacon, egg and cheese biscuit from McDonald's. I'm getting the goddamn sausage croissant from goddamn Burger King.
Goddamn right, 2 for 2, baby.
Maybe some cheesy tots.
Mm.
Goddamn, then Jack in the Box, they got the motherfucking
give me
bacon
that shit.
cheddar wedges and the motherfucking French toast sticks, bro.
And give me that blackberry cheesecake.
But have you ever Pop Zans?
Twice. So not
You know,
often.
You went to sleep. You ain't get to enjoy
Yeah,
the
no.
like the shits make you so
man.
hungry, bro. And that drink, that coating his ass together, man. You
I got to the
eat till
point-
you throw up.
I got to the point where I was a lightweight when it came. I would pass out, but I figured it out. I was self-medicating. Figure you learn your tolerance.
Yeah.
I'd take a whole fucking Sprite, throw a Xan in it, maybe a little line of drink, and just drink that throughout the whole fucking day. The whole day. Bruh, and just be doing all kinds of shit and just be in my own little happy, closed off world.
Pretty much like microdosing.
Microdosing. And then by
That's
the
exactly what that is.
by the end
Microdosing.
of the night though, your body is craving food to a point where you want everything. And you will eat everything. You will eat a box of Little Debbie.
Bro,
Every-
I
what you
literally
Debbie?
ate a whole box of Little Debbie, bro. After eating a whole big fucking gigantic deluxe Mexican plate with enchiladas, beans, rice, a
You will
taco.
fall asleep with a taquito in your mouth.
I ate the whole box of motherfucking Little Debbie, then went to sleep, bro. Out the middle of the night, I just wake up like choking on Little Debbie. Like I just stand up like, oh fuck! I jump out of bed, man. I threw up all over the fucking wall, like a big Boston cream fucking Little Debbie. I'm like, oh, I'm going back to sleep, bro. I'm finishing up tomorrow.
It's bad. It's bad, dude.
Oh man, I just imagine cheesy wedges on that wall, dude.
I'm telling you, just wake up in the middle of the night, you like, oh, it's not gonna stay on, bro.
And to see where we lived in this little pocket of Houston, it was his own neighborhood. So you never had to go more than a mile
Yeah, no.
to get all those three items.
Oh, so y'all are almost just like
Oh, like we leave our house like
Stationary.
No, like
You
you
just had to
never
go like,
got more than 25 miles an hour. You never really drove more than 25 miles an hour because you left the apartment complex and you hit the little shopping center, and within the shopping center, there was the fast food restaurants around it. So you just kind of just meandered your little circle. You smoke a blunt, you hit each
Plus,
place.
when I was on probation, then that's why I was doing all them fucking extra ass drugs. I couldn't smoke weed.
yeah, that
That was
was
a
good.
bad thing because
made poisons.
I was getting like handcrafted, like wonderful
Good
things.
stuff.
Yeah,
Things that you probably can't get
so I was smoking cigarettes.
anymore.
Oh, that's sad.
I know. A lot of the people that were involved. Man, Houston had some shit going down.
Dude, this is super like franchised.
Yeah.
Like I remember, dude. I went to this place in like it's kind of by Sacramento.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a small town like the size of Sulphur. So probably like 45,000 people live there. Tops. There's 7 McDonald's in that town. There was a McDonald's in the Walmart, and then a McDonald's in the parking lot of the Walmart.
Oh, goddamn.
Yes, sir.
And there's like 6 Starbucks, and it's just like, why is this shit so much? And there's like lines at every one of them. I was like, why? What in the fuck is happening here? Sometimes I feel like that when I'm in certain parts of Houston. We're just like,
Dude, let me tell you.
there's the same
I
places
used to live in the
on
Heights.
every block.
I used to live in the Heights. And the Heights is like... The Heights is its own little thing. It's not rich, yet it's not poor. So there's like hippies who can live on nothing and still be cool. Like still have a nice place to live, a nice apartment. But then there are also people that drive like Maseratis, like shit like that. So it was a weird place to live.
There's a cultural dynamic.
Cultural. It was literally where everything in Houston like met.
Yeah.
It's like where
Sidebar.
Heavy dichotomy.
Sidebar. When you see a white person walking down the side of the street and it's hot outside and they got on long sleeve, all black, everything, like a hoodie and got long, usually they're heroin addicts, huh?
I'm not that familiar with heroin, but that sounds sketchy as fuck.
I'll go with that.
It is, I wouldn't have been
I
able
don't
to
know
pick the
for
drug
what
of choice, but
reason.
I'm just saying like, yeah, that's sketchy for sure.
Not that they go and rob, it's just, I don't know, something about heroin addicts, they just like to wear all fucking black and long
they're
sleeves
cold.
and goddamn
Yeah.
fucking
Dark.
songs.
We also got like the little marks they have to cover up.
Relevance counseling.
Yeah.
Relevance counseling. You said sidebar.
Oh, hey, no, I thought it was a good segue.
I'm just asking.
Where were we at
I
before
forgot
this?
what you was talking about
Yeah.
that made me think of that.
I was
The
just trying to
Heights.
full circle.
What's it called, The Heights?
Yeah, they do have a lot of heroin addicts in Montrose.
Yeah, but you said it was also
that
the
makes sense.
there's a social
That's what
dichotomy
made me
there.
think about it.
Yes, there are a lot of
People,
heroin
but also
But
all
all-
wage classes
all classes. So
or
what's-
income.
So my point in talking about that was it was an area where it was good for flagshipping things like grocery stores, gas stations, new things got put there. Like we had a
A test market.
test market. They had a 2-story Marshalls. You look at his face. They had 2-story Marshalls. They had a fucking Randall's that was like 90,000 square feet. Like you
Oh,
could,
that flagship run.
Yeah.
The all black motherfucker.
like they had a 50 style Kroger's. Like the whole Kroger's was done.
That's where the
19
original Corral was at too.
Damn.
So it's a really cool, unique spot of Houston. So the shit you'd see there, you wouldn't see anywhere else in Houston. I drive down this street called Shepherd and Durham. It's kind of like how if you're on one side of the street, if you're on the right side of the street, you're on Shepherd. If you're on the left side of the street, you're on Durham.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it worked.
Yeah.
So you'd be on Shepherd and Durham because there were 2 different addresses, 2 different streets. There was one part where catty corner to each other were 2 Starbucks. Catty corner to each other were 2 pizza places. Catty corners, the whole way down the street, there was the same thing across the street from each other.
But they were in different
They were in
demographics.
demographics because it was 2 different street names.
Areas and districts.
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
Stupid shit.
Yeah, that's just overlooked by paperwork guys.
No, not even that. It's done that way usually because it is. It's not their fault. It's just that's how that shit falls.
But you know how often they get people that because they'll drive down that road and be like, you know what, I want to try that Starbucks, and they'll go there for a little bit, be like,
You know,
I'm gonna go back to the old one real
But
quick.
even better.
They're tricking. There's dummies that are stopping at both a couple times a week.
Oh, even better. There's people with blinders on that don't even realize there's one across the street and probably lived there 10
Yeah.
years.
So silly.
Sad. Sad.
Yeah, it is sad. It's just kind of weird and silly. Like, I feel like there's a lot of people in Lafayette like that.
Ooh, shots fired.
Oh, no. It's like,
Lake Charles Lafayette beef.
yeah. Oh, I'm not from Lake Charles, so this is
He's not. He's from the
Vinton.
woods.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I was born in Waco, Texas. Little Lufkin.
Woods.
I moved here when I was like 11. So, and I lived in Vinton until like a year ago. So, I don't know if this beef you speak of, sir, but I am not a part.
It's unspoken.
I went to the bank the other day.
It's just one of those assumed, like, yeah, fuck you.
I went to the bank.
It's like we act friendly, but they talk shit about
They
us.
do, and it goes back to the 80s. There's reasons.
The goddamn everything bad that I've experienced in life comes from the 80s.
Yes.
Dude, when we lived in Waco, that's whenever they had the Branch Davidians.
But then again,
And it was on the way to HEB. So, like, we saw every time we go get groceries, I saw that whole thing expand. Yeah, like, where there's helicopters and shit. And not knowing what it was about at all, because I was like 5, 6, 7 in that area. And then just going like, and then the next day it's burned down. I'm like, what just happened here? And my parents were never like, let's be honest. There's some crazy shit happening there.
That's
They
crazy.
didn't explain to me how to put it
I
together.
remember that shit, like on the news and everything.
Yeah, like I remember Mike Tyson being on trial and not understanding like what was happening. I just knew like they were like mad at him.
Yep.
And then same thing with like OJ. I was a little more advanced at that point.
Yeah, I was about in 6th grade.
Yeah, so you're
yeah,
kind of like, whoa. So some people died. He may have been involved. What happened? There's a knife and a Bronco.
Oh no, it was real clear what the fuck happened. That was just-
Yeah,
See,
but you're like
well,
watching it.
Here's something we were talking about like earlier. People seem to forget about the 2000 to 2010 decade. They forget about it because it has no attachment in dates. Like because it's not a 10 or a 20 or 30s or 40s. Like
It's 2000 as opposed to
like I was arguing
to
with
2010
some-
or
like I always use the example of 9/11. People will be like, no, 9/11 was just like 6-7 years ago.
no.
No,
motherfucker.
motherfucker, it's been like 20 years now.
Yeah.
And they're like, wait, what?
Dude, people that when that happened are like graduating high school right now.
Mm-hmm.
like kid, like the
Nah,
year they were
bro.
born.
You know what fucked me up, bro? Alright. You know, young niggas got guns and shit. You know, I know a lot of young niggas with guns. But when a motherfucker had a gun and he said he was born in the year 2000,
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck going on? I'm officially an old nigga. Nigga born in 2000 got a gun?
Yeah,
Oh, fuck. I'm officially a fucking
that's what I'm
dinosaur.
saying, dude.
Fuck.
Or no, it's the people that are born the year that not and born.
In 2001.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or freshmen in high school right now.
No, they're 16.
Are they? Yeah. So
they were born in
so
2001.
like juniors.
They're about to
They're in
graduate.
high school,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I feel like in my head, 9/11, like you said, was just like I was like I remember it vividly. It doesn't
Yeah.
feel that long ago.
But now
you know?
it's cool.
I don't know if it's because the moment was more significant than most things that have happened in my life
No,
as far
what
as
it
the
is
scale of its impact.
What it no.
It was?
I mean, it was a pretty big deal globally.
No, I mean, your life.
Well, no,
No.
just yeah, because like my dad freaked out and brought us to Galveston, and I missed like 2 weeks of school.
Yeah, I
And
knew
there's
somebody in New York.
No, just like my parents freaked out.
Why?
Because they're to be honest with you, they're idiots. And they buy into propaganda easily,
Yeah, like,
and stuff
okay,
like
like,
that. So
wait.
like we moved from here to Galveston with my uncle. They're like, that's in case something happens and we all die, we'll be together. That kind of weird shit. And you see your parents freak out on like a big scale because they freaked out all the time for little
Here's a
shit.
cool thing. I love that you're
Well, hold
saying
on,
that.
I was getting to something, but go ahead.
You know what I'm
here's a
saying?
cool
Like that's
thing.
why like I remember the whole situation, and then seeing like a war begin, pretty much. You know.
Yeah.
That for me, that felt like it was a more significant moment that I witnessed than most things I've witnessed. Because it was like a global thing. It affected like 1 billion people.
Think about this.
I disagree.
Okay.
No.
Well,
How was it
Tell me
a
what.
global? Well, I guess it turned into a global
yeah, exactly.
thing,
Just its escalation.
but 9/11 wasn't it like just like shocking to me, like
Oh no, I'm not shocked that it happened.
no, not shocking like that, but like all right, it didn't burst my bubble of naivety or safety in America. Like, all right, off rip, me and Dedrick, Trey come in the bitch. The Twin Towers, they put it on TV. Me and Dedrick literally in the back of that bitch laughing, bro. We not really laughing at what happened. We laughing at the way motherfuckers reacting. Y'all in this bitch, y'all crying. Y'all don't know nobody
I
in
didn't
the
do any of
building.
that.
Huh?
I didn't do any of that.
Oh, no, I'm just saying.
I'm just talking. Yeah, I was just talking
Yeah.
about like the effect it had on the next month.
Nah, that's what
the
I'm
next
saying.
month of my life without actually being.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
But I'm
actually being
just
affected by it, it affected me for like a couple weeks.
I got one for you.
I get what you're saying. There were those people that were
I
like,
like that. I like that you back that up with that because affecting people. Okay.
But
9/11 happened in 2001. Correct.
correct.
I was getting somewhere.
Okay.
But
Brother, go ahead.
motherfucking the reason why motherfuckers was reacting like that because it really shattered their little bubble of being in a protected America. You feel me?
Yeah.
When other people live the reality of 9/11 on a daily fucking basis. Motherfuckers in Israel, whatever, car bombs, you might just be walking down the fucking street and get your ass blowed the fuck
Like
up.
IED.
You feel me? But motherfuckers out here so safe that when something happened that happened in other countries every fucking day, all the fucking time, you in fucking India, Pakistan, wherever, bombs and shit going the fuck off every fucking day, Syria, Libya, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers out here see one goddamn thing and lose they goddamn shit.
You right, bro. I'm with that 100%.
Yeah.
There he is. There he is. Oh, I like the new Bullet Club shirt. Who designed that one?
Oh, Alan's here, guys.
Well, that was Pro Wrestling Tees.
You want to take a break and smoke that blunt?
Yeah, but
We're coming back to this.
No,
No, we're coming back to this. 9/11.
all right. 9/11. 9/11. 9/11.
9/11
Alan.
conspiracy part.
Alan, my cousin X. X. Alan.
Nice to meet you.
Alright, nice to meet you.
We're gonna have like 4 tracks.
I should have bought a bottle at the house.
I had one at the house. Why didn't you tell me what? Some vodka and some whiskey and a few other things.
The spirits. Dude,
You know, that's why I asked you when I went in the gas. He'd have sold me a bottle.
Oh, see, because I was in there before, and Nick was like, "Bitch, it's Sunday." I'm like, "Oh, yeah."
Oh, I know
Because
that.
I wanted to try the goddamn summer colada. Goddamn.
oh, what's the
Ciroc.
summer colada?
Some new Ciroc flavor. P. Diddy has released.
So I'm in,
I
I'm
feel,
learning to be.
way to make me feel real white, man. So I was like, I've never heard of
It's
this.
just this weekend. This weekend just came out. Jay-Z, you said you had something to say about Jay-Z.
Oh man, I remember whenever Jay-Z and Nas had a beef, I was always thinking I was like, from a business perspective, if they just got over that, made an album together, it'd probably be really successful.
I'm gonna tell you.
And it was like 2 months later, I was like, did I create this? Like that's when I remember that being like the first thought that popped me into like the Matrix idea. Like, is this all made up? And I'm just like,
Have you
not a real
have
thing.
you
It was,
researched electrons much?
it was like when existential dread hit me. You know, when you're like, oh, is any of this real?
You were looking at the event horizon like
The reason why the Jay-Z Nas album would never work, because Nas take too fucking long to do songs.
I thought they did do one.
Nah, they did
Just a
song,
single? Oh.
couple songs.
Okay, I thought it was like
Over
a full
different
album.
periods of years.
Now I feel real stupid.
But Jay-Z bitch ass, he'll record an album in 2 weeks. Now it's gonna take about 6 months or a year.
him and Damian Marley's album took over a year to do.
Yeah, but
Damn.
then Marley probably worked more like Nas. Take a week on one song.
Crafting it.
Oh yeah, bringing in different guitars, different amps,
Yeah,
Different shit just to make it
different
sound.
drum room
Nas
setup.
gonna write his verse 2-3 times.
Cut the fat on it.
But hey, that's the difference though. That's
Yeah.
the difference between a samurai and you know, your common warrior.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about that kind of stuff a lot on here. Like Bear Gritty, when he comes on, he says, "Flex your consciousness." Yeah, it's all about expanding. Like people that, like we were talking about that 1%, where you're just like trying to whittle the fat off of everything to be like
You need to
as sharp as you can be.
You really need to read this book.
So why did Bruce Lee die?
I don't know, man.
Do you really think it was the curse?
What Kurt? Oh, from teaching white people kung fu.
That was a
Seriously.
curse. Yeah, that's why I'm laughing because I'm pretty sure that was a thing.
I don't know.
Well, at least a rumor that was spread. I think that's once they realized who Chuck Norris was going to be, they regretted it.
I don't know, man. The thing is, I think that sometimes, I don't know, the further and further I delve into like
Bruce Leeology.
Bruce Leeology, just like okay. Let's take Bob Marley for example. A lot of people research his death, trying to figure it out. And dude was a Rasta. He just didn't want to go to the hospital. He didn't agree with the idea of it. Well, people who are Rastas who really believe that he was supposed to die, that was supposed to happen, that he lived 1/10 of a circle, and that he was 36 years old, and that 1/10 of a circle was enough to start a movement of people to think differently. That if he was still here, he could possibly be compromised.
Yeah, ruin his legacy.
Exactly. He had to leave.
That's like my boy Mello say. If that bitch Tupac wouldn't have got killed, he would have got killed about 6 more fucking times. 'Cause the bitch was just that fucking crazy.
But the thing is, Bob got shot.
yeah.
You know, he was already a person that was like that. So, I mean, it's just different people like that you start researching throughout history. That think about this. If Martin Luther King was alive right now, he'd be 90-something years old. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think with the music thing, I don't mean to interrupt, but I think the music thing, whenever an artist dies, it kind of like, it makes that creation scarce. Because there's not going to be any more of that.
Yeah.
So even like whether it's
especially like a painter or some shit.
yeah, or like Tupac or Kurt Cobain, like all these musicians and then painter stuff. Like that's it. There's no more of that. There's no more new that.
Well, not with Tupac. There was a
That's true.
shitload of music came out after.
Yeah, it's not like new.
What's
You know,
inspiration?
Nah, they had shitload of music.
oh, they just had like
you never
a
heard.
catalog
Yeah,
ready.
the bitch recorded every day continuously. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So a lot of that shit that was
seems
coming
like,
out
but that's
after.
the exception
Prince.
to it, you know.
It's like Prince.
Oh, he has like a huge like vault of
Like,
shit.
well, he pissed off Columbia Records. They signed him for 10 albums. And so, within 2 weeks, he showed up and was like, here you go. He gave him 10 albums. and was like, I'm gonna go make my own music now. And they were like, no, you can't do that. So that's why he had to change his name.
Oh, to the symbol?
Yeah, because if he wanted to make his own music, he had to do it as somebody else because they owned Prince.
And then once he had the money to buy the rights to his catalog,
There you go.
now he's Prince again.
Yeah.
That's kind of
I
like...
got a lot of music.
Well, there's like the falling out between Michael Jackson and John McCartney is because John McCartney bought his catalog and got all the royalties off of it.
Didn't Michael Jackson buy some of the
Yeah,
Beatles catalog?
Yeah, that's like a revenge move.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe that's Mike did it first, and then
Mike
Paul
did it
McCartney
first.
bought the whole kit. They're his.
But what about the Prince Michael Jackson beef?
I didn't know this. Tell me.
It's a
You've
DVD.
never heard about that?
No, tell me now.
On one side it was Prince.
Prince didn't like Michael Jackson?
No.
Why? Because he couldn't play guitar?
Mike already been on since he was fucking 5 years
Yeah.
old, right? Prince just coming along in the 80s.
Have y'all watched that Black Dynamite episode, the cartoon where they explain Michael Jackson?
Mm-mm.
It's like he's really like half alien, and Black Dynamite has to fight 5-year-old Mike. So he's been on since he was 5, and Prince didn't like that.
Hell nah, Prince was new on the scene, you feel
I
me?
mean, you take a child
Just
actor,
punching up. He's like,
Yeah, pretty much. You
Yeah.
feel me?
man, you got to go backwards though. Okay, you got to look at things from a larger perspective because media in itself was still in its infancy in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? You was just into TV was now just worldwide now.
Well, the
They
footage
had
what
more
I was
than,
about
like,
to
the
talk
regular
about was,
cables.
that James Brown concert where he brought Mike and Prince on stage, and Prince is kind of like trying to steal the show on some type shit. You feel me? And Mike kind of like backing up, like, oh yeah, let him do his thing. You feel me? Like, do your shit. You feel me? But just recently, Quincy Jones was talking about the shit. He was just talking about how Prince couldn't stand Mike. I see another interview, motherfucker, talking about Mike was in mixing the goddamn Purple Rain movie. He mixing the sound for it, right? So they had a sound studio. He got a ping pong table in there. Motherfucker Michael Jackson pull up with his bodyguard. Him and Prince walking and shit. Prince like, come on, let's play ping pong. Michael Jackson like, oh, I've never played ping pong before. I don't know how to play. He like, oh, I'm gonna show you. Man, this bitch Prince spiking the fucking ball and hitting Mike with the ball and Mike dropping the fucking paddle and you feel me? And then he leave and Prince all pumped up like, yeah, I'll just smash this nigga on the goddamn ping pong table. Like, bitch, you is wild.
yeah, Prince is a character.
The bitch was super competitive.
Yeah, that's
well,
what
not only
I
that,
mean.
he was so talented to the point where the dude really did live in a world of his own. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Oh, you knew Michael Jackson wanted Prince on Bad? On Bad, the song?
He wanted him on there,
Yeah.
and Prince was like, "Nah, fuck you."
The nigga Prince say, man, the first line of the song is, your butt is mine. Who is gonna say that to who? I'm gonna say that to you. You not gonna say that to me. Like, who about to say that to who, bro? Like, I'm not with it, my nigga. Nah. And Prince turned it down. That could have been like the biggest song ever.
I think he didn't like it because of the butt stuff.
And the Wesley Snipes character in the video was supposed to be Prince, and I think he get beat up in the video. Yeah. So Michael, he like, how the fuck this nigga talking about he bad? Michael Jackson is not no fucking badass. It's literally an interview with Chappelle interviewing Prince, and he's saying this. He's like, man, I recorded a version of the song what I thought it should be, and I sent it back to him. I don't know what the fuck this nigga put on the goddamn song. But he said something to Mike about he wasn't no badass type shit, you feel me?
Yeah,
Motherfucker Prince was crazy.
But I mean, think about this though. The fact that early on in the industry with the way media was growing, like these dudes were pioneering a what music was gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Like now music is kind of repetitive. It's kind of we falling into this loop with a lot of things.
The 80s started it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oops.
Like they were at a point
Nah,
where
you know what? Man, music always been repetitive as fuck.
it has been.
I mean that's why 4/4 and 6/8.
That's it.
Almost every song.
That's it. 4, 4, 6, 8.
Yeah, it almost feels unnatural to hear anything in an odd timing now.
Yeah, for real.
Like a 5/2 is awkward.
Yeah, and look, even just like waltz, that
Yeah.
slow 6/8, like the 3/4.
Uh-huh.
It's unusual because not most songs are in it. The most everything you've heard your whole life is 4/4/6/8.
And when somebody
Kiss
does,
by a Rose.
yeah,
It was like one of the only.
Yeah, that's all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
It
not
was a
often.
waltz.
yeah.
It's like that slow 3/4. Yeah, that instead of like 1 2 3.
Yeah.
And then that's how you know
1
though,
2
that's
3
slow.
1 2 3
But
1
you know,
2
that's why I
3.
love trip hop. And I like French electronica. Because a lot of it is waltz put over hip hop. And a lot of times they change.
Oh.
They change in between.
Like you about to watch a goddamn fucking techno version of Romeo and Juliet or some shit.
Kinda, but not as like elaborate.
Fucking Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes with some ornate 45s again.
That's right, man. That's never a good sign.
Beautiful ornate 45s. Pearl handled.
They're never a good sign if you see them in a movie.
Man, the best
If Nicolas
one-
Cage and Face Off had that shit.
Yes, nah, his were nice. His
Yeah,
nice.
see, it just still didn't work out for
But
him.
wait, who was your
Hey, the bitch was on the mileage. I just was watching Face Off the other day, and the bitch was on the goddamn mileage.
Yes.
The bitch had some big ass gel caps. His homeboy cracked the
And he
briefcase
went,
open, the
pow.
big pistols, the bag of mileage. The bitch had 2 drinks. He bust them bitches open, poured them in the drinks. Was like, here, bitch. And the nigga, Nicolas Cage drunk that bitch like, fuck, that shit nasty. And then motherfuckers start grabbing their fucking head and shit. The motherfuckers was on MDMA. What year is this movie? 97?
Yeah, roundabout.
98. 98. Motherfuckers was on goddamn pure
That's
MDMA.
foreshadowing. That's good.
straight MDMA?
That's before let me think. I heard of
How
pure
much-
MDMA in 2001.
That's actually the most breakthrough part of that movie because if you go back and watch it now, you're like, ooh, this is pretty dog shit.
Have you ever seen Nicolas Cage?
Yeah, nigga. Whoa. Okay. So John Travolta. All right, when they switch faces, John Travolta acting like Nicolas Cage as John Travolta, right?
Yeah.
He like doing John Travolta type facial expressions and crazy little shit, right? Nicolas Cage. He just still Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you
He
just
just
can't
still-
change that shit.
he
You ever
just
eat a
still-
peach?
That's the reason why it's. I feel like this is the reason why he gets so ridiculed is because he's not like an actor in a movie. He's Nicolas Cage in a movie. He doesn't take on the part like Brad Pitt.
Well, like
whenever you think of Brad Pitt from Fight Club, he's Tyler Durden.
Yeah.
You think of Brad Pitt from Snatch, he's Mickey.
Yeah.
You know, he encapsulates the
Ocean's
character
11,
earlier in his
I don't know,
career,
I
not so
think-
much now. But John Travolta has always been like
Besides
he's been good
Benjamin
at it too.
Button, Brad Pitt is Tyler Durden.
Yeah. Well, that's fair. But you're talking about like John Travolta, like when he was like in hidden
In
movies.
Ocean's 11, he was rusty.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was different.
John Travolta's the same way and stuff like that. All these actors,
Yeah.
Tom Cruise, like,
Okay, John
and
Travolta
Jack
is
Tripper,
so high in
he's like, oh, this is-
Scientology that he can kill people.
yeah. And
You been watching what's her name, Remedy?
Leah Remini,
Yeah, you been watching
she
that
been
shit?
shit on him hard, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They gonna kill her.
she was in there,
They gonna
yeah.
fucking murder that bitch.
Yeah. I always talk about it's not the Propeller Club. What is it? Kiwanis.
Kiwanis.
That's like bottom level Illuminati.
It's like the Shriners.
The only thing lower is Boy Scouts.
No, the Shriners. The Shriners. You get a little car in a circus.
Because I feel like Boy Scouts are when they start going like, who could we actually prep to do this?
Let's see here.
And then they step
Give
it
them
up.
a nice
And they step it in like Kiwanis. After that, you're like
Masons.
Masons, and
Yeah.
then Illuminati, and then after that, you become president or some shit.
These motherfuckers on that Scientology shit.
Yeah, they're crazy. But you
Tom
have to
Cruise, they
like,
say he a fucking king.
yeah, man, I'll front kick him in his tits.
Man, he gonna get fucking murdered 65 million ways.
No, man, I want to put it on the YouTube so I'll get rich before I die.
Maybe.
Can you imagine how many views a video of me front kicking Tom Cruise in the tits?
Scientology gonna send them aliens out.
They're gonna send me a letter after
What's
this.
his
I'm
name?
gonna get like this.
Zotar.
Yeah.
They're gonna send me a cease and desist letter for this shit. I'm like, how did you even find this? This is so obscure. I have like 35 followers on iTunes. How did you discover?
Harassing the fuck out
Yeah, I'm
your
getting
ass.
emails and shit. How'd you do this?
You
And
have
they'll
to
be
call
like,
Leah Remedy.
yeah, I forget that protection. It's like, remember how mean you were on King of Queens? Like that. But don't let me, the Illuminati kill me. This is if they send fucking Kanye to do it, I'm gonna be mad.
I wouldn't.
That's my favorite thing about like hip hop and like R&B, because it's like on YouTube, every major star, every like Jay-Z, Beyonce, they're like, there's always like some shape shifting video. Like they're a demon. Watch right here, and it's just like a split second of them like their facial expression changing because they're making their face different because they're emoting less or more, and they're like shapeshifter, reptilians. It's real.
Obama, reptile.
Yeah. Like watch Rihanna turn into a demon. You're like, what? She just
The real Illuminati.
you just slowed this down real slow,
If
man.
it was a real fucking Illuminati, I don't think they would let black people join.
Well, I don't know.
If it's the most elitist and separate, like it's the
let's
most
think about
elite
this.
group in the world,
Let's think about
they
this.
gonna let black people join?
Let's think about this. Okay. Let's talk about anthropology for a second.
Okay.
All right. Modern man, for a period of about 35 to 40,000 years, existed on the planet as Homo sapiens sapien, along with Homo neanderthalis, Homo sapiens adultus, erectus. I even think habilis was still around for a minute. Denisovian. There were so many different types
Of people.
Okay. What developed the hierarchy? What caused? There's still no understanding. No, can't even say that because they've done the most modern research they've done is that the brain function of many of them was equal. They could have all survived.
They still trying to figure out motherfuckers died out if we interbred or
We did interbreed. We did interbreed indeed. Some were sterile, some were not. The most common, I'm looking up shit like as of like January 2017, like recent
up
studies.
to date, goddamn,
Up-to-date studies.
this
They
month.
still can't figure out why all the rest just went. That some thought we killed them off. Nope. There's records to show sometimes, we fought. Sometimes we lived harmoniously together. So you know what I start thinking about? Okay, let's say we were. Let's just hypothetical. Let's say we were visited. Let's say we
Talk about like Anunnaki shit right now.
yeah. Let's say
I'm
the
listening.
Zoroaster is true. Okay. Let's say he showed up and there was something that
I'm
happened.
listening, but I'm getting a beer.
Do that. If that is true, did it visit just Homo sapiens sapien? Or did it visit everyone? Who did it visit? When did it visit? How long have they been around? Because time, for us, 30,000 years is a long period of time. But for some advanced being, that's a drop in the bucket. That's like us trying to understand what I'm even talking about right now. That's like us trying to understand us being humans without being human.
Yeah.
That's so long ago, like
Yeah.
we're advanced beyond that.
Well, it's also like the time scale they're finding now in archaeology, where it's like some of the erosion on some stuff is like minimum 30,000 years old.
Oh, dude, even better.
But then you also look at the Egyptians. Whenever you first discover
you.
Egyptian culture
Thank
and their
you.
society, it's more advanced than whenever it's
Bro.
obliterated.
They just did
So that's
a study.
the decline. The only way societies do that, they decline. There's never they never start off at the top and then move down. They work up to the
Stole a
top.
lot of that shit from the Nubians.
Well, even more deeper than that. Let's think about this. The pyramids in Egypt are estimated now to be roughly 60,000 years old.
A little more weed in there, bro.
Yeah. I was trying to turn this into two.
Might as well roll that.
Oh, that's
bitch up.
impossible.
Yeah, gonna roll that bitch up.
So, the Egyptian pyramids have now been studied as to being possibly 60 to 68,000 years old, not what we originally thought as of like 6 to 7,000 years old. So it's 10 times what we previously thought. So if that's 10 times that, what was humanity like
Exactly.
68 to 70,000 years ago? There was some advanced human, like think about what we have now.
Well, this is what you're talking about. It's called alternative archaeology
Have you heard of
or
the Har?
forbidden archaeology.
Have you heard of the HAR1 gene?
No.
Okay, so the HAR1 gene is kind of tricky to understand because it functions in such a short period of time. Chickens used to be dinosaurs, correct? Took millions of years for them to become chickens, correct? We used to be Australopithecus. However, it only took a fraction of a million of years. It took like 100,000 years for us to become what we are. It's because of a HAR1 gene that we possess that no other creature on the planet possesses. Homo sapiens sapien carries it, whereas other
That's
hominids
the
did
God
not.
gene, huh?
The God gene.
Yeah, I thought I heard of the fucking R1 shit.
So the advancement in that level does suspect, okay, is there some sort of extraterrestrial play? Did some comet land here with some gene on it that mutated us, or did some creature show up and manipulate us? Because obviously you cannot deny the fact that at some point in time our genetics changed when the rest of the planets didn't.
And it was drastically.
It was against everything else that the planet did.
As far as timeline.
As far as
The
chronology.
development of the
Yes.
human brain and the upright movement
Exactly.
happened in like, a couple hundred years.
Well, not only the
Not
upright
thousands
movement and
or
the
millions.
development, the fact that became more efficient, because you got to remember, everything is applied behavior. Everything is what works.
But
for
shit,
us.
Yeah, that's nature and evolution is just successful mutations
Yeah, nature and
or
nurture.
advantageous.
It used to be
mutations.
nature versus nurture in psychology. Now it's nature and nurture, because you have to have one and the other.
Yeah.
If I took you as who you are biologically and I removed you from your father and your mother and I put you in a foster home, you might have a lot of things like your parents, but you're going to be a totally different creature because your nature changed. However, your nurture changed, but your nature still remains the same. There's going to be little quirks. You're still going to laugh like your dad. Still might say certain things that you don't know why you say them, how you say them. Your accent's going to be different, but it's going to be based on who you are, not necessarily where you. It's unique. It's the way our world
It
builds.
was also like as intellectual, like the cognitive functions repair. Also, it's going to become more aware of traits that are going to lead to propagation. Like stronger, more entertaining men are going to probably breed more.
Absolutely.
More attractive women that don't appear, that like can take care of a baby. That's going to breed
standardization
more.
of genetics.
Exactly.
That's getting it into a position to where, okay, over time, if I keep this like this in this pool, it's the pool scenario. In this pool, everything functions like this. But if I scoop out of this pool and put it in this pool, genetics gets weird now. It starts to.
Because if you think about it, but we're the most adaptive animal on the planet. There's people in every climate. There's not even like insects that can do that or birds. They're all like, at some point, it's too hot or it's too cold.
There's a dude who can spend 5 to 6 minutes underwater at about 80 to 100 feet.
Exactly.
I mean, bro, that's a long time with no gear, and you just down there walking underwater.
But like, I'm talking like, but it
You got
used to
people
be guys that had abilities like that they could take advantage of. Those dudes are gonna propagate because they're gonna appear more attractive to the opposite sex, and then women with stuff like that are gonna also seem more attractive. And then those people are gonna continue to breed. So you're gonna
what
like
you're talking about is on what we
kind
call
of
a
whittled
slow
down.
scale, a slow scale. Okay, I'm talking about on a fast scale.
But that's what I'm saying. Like human beings did that so much faster than any other animal.
Yes. So you think about, okay.
And I think that's because intelligence was developing at the same
You
time.
talk about extraterrestrials. You talk about possible.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. The reason why motherfuckers can survive in different climates is not because of the body. It's because of the fucking mind.
Well, they say one of the things that contributed to that was whenever the primate moves from the trees to the grasslands, there's more scavenging involved. So you're getting
you have to walk
bone
further,
marrow
you
and
have to feed on different things that have higher
so you
protein
eat
counts.
possibly psychedelic mushrooms, and you're also on a high fat diet because most stuff you're going to scavenge is nuts, animal carcasses. You're going to use bone marrow, fat, and stuff like that. So the fat, because your brain's made out of fat, so you're feeding your brain when you're on a high, like ketosis. People that get on ketosis, their cognitive function increases.
However,
and then you do that, and then
brains-
maybe mix psychedelic mushrooms or something in there.
But the way they work that in, though, even that, you have to have a genetic precursor that gets the brain to function more receptively to that. We have
So there's really like a I think therefore I am gene.
exactly.
Because I think
it's because that gene is there that we did do what we did. However, we wouldn't have done even if we did what we did without that gene, we wouldn't have had that response.
Because this is the weird thing about think of that gene. I think that gene is there's no limit on behavior as far as humans are concerned. Every other animal has a parameter on its behavior.
Well, we have an
It's
exploratory.
tigers will act like this.
No, we have an exploratory of nature.
It's humans. There's you can't say they're going to act like this because we'll do whatever.
No,
I
even
don't
think
know,
about
though.
this.
Like, it's a wide world of animals and jungles and under the water shit you can't see 24/7 every second of the fucking day.
I agree.
That's what I'm saying. But those animals are going to do what they do. You know.
Let's think about this, okay? We as humans, at one point in time, decided, we looked up and we said, we want to leave our planet. We want to escape what brings us our continuous pleasure. Because all creatures seek pleasure. That's all we're here
people
to do.
been wanting to fly.
But that's also like the one for sure.
Leave.
Yeah, but that's also the
planet.
one
But
for sure extinction event.
That's the extension of flying.
What other creature on the planet is going to look at the stars though and go, I want to go there.
But also,
I want to get there.
I feel like that's a natural.
I think if you're a human and you watching birds from birth, flying off rip gonna be in your mind.
Flying,
so the next stage of that is gonna be a human gonna always take it to the next.
Well, I
stage.
think it's because it's a freedom that you want to experience.
Well, my thing is, what did it see? Come in it. You said you saw a bird, so you want to fly. What did you see come in and out of this atmosphere, or the idea that even going there is possible?
Okay. Think about this. Think about this. Before it was street lights, all this shit, you just cavemen at night.
Yeah. All you have are the stars and the moon, and you can see planets.
And you're going to see more meteorites.
Yes. You're going to see all kinds of shit.
So you
more
think
shooting
like,
stars.
I think it's like one of those like genetic memories. Because they say that it's like some people like predisposition for their mentality, behavior.
Yeah, like alcoholism and shit.
Or like even memories
Yeah,
and
I
reactions,
just
like
watched
phobias.
somebody was talking about DNA containing emotional
Genetic memory.
and thought.
Yeah.
Like guys that have come from like a family that's mostly
Nah,
military, they're more likely to go to the military. But I'm saying like,
I don't think it was
do you think
genetic
seeing out
memory.
there, seeing the stars, and that being like how humans? Because I mean, like the where we are right now, this is only a couple thousand years old.
UFO?
Everything, or potentially more.
You've ever seen a UFO?
More than likely. But you know, like the actual evolution to there was campfires, looking at the star. The nomadic lifestyle is the majority of the human race's history. So
I'm not saying genetic, like, I'm just saying culture wise.
yeah, because he used to sail by the stars.
Yeah,
all that
everything
stuff.
is
It's
the fucking
important.
stars and the sun and the horizon and
Astrology, which is deep in a lot of like European
So you
religion.
gonna want to go? What's space called before we called it space?
Firmament.
No, the heavens.
That's true.
The heavens. You
Well,
want
even-
you want to go see Apollo and Zeus and.
The 12
Apollo
Greek
is-
gods.
Yeah, you want to go to the fucking heavens.
Yeah.
The story of the Tower of Babel. Fucking,
Right. Where
why
did
you
these
want to
thoughts
climb
come from?
mountains?
That's
You
what I'm
want to
saying.
get as high as you
Where did
fucking can.
But where
because
did these thoughts come from? Is it anthropomorphism, or is it existentiality? Is it what is
Dude,
it?
I think it's
What's-
also, it might be like, because our intellect is continuously evolving. Like, we might be able to create the next intelligence. Like, artificial intelligence, that's a weird name because if it's intelligent, it doesn't matter if it's artificial, it's
Right.
intelligence. It might be
Right.
sentient beings.
Create it.
We do that, but also as a species grows at the exponential rate that we are right now, consciousness is obviously growing too. And what if it's the idea that like if an asteroid big enough hit Earth, it would wipe out the human race?
Correct.
But if we were on two planets, the human race still exists. What if there's a little bit of ego, but also like survival drive? That way, the human race could populate the solar system, and there'll be no one event that could take out the human race.
Okay,
We
well,
would
wait.
survive.
Wait, even better. I got a question for you. At 2017 on planet Earth, Earth has been around for 4.5 billion years. However, the universe.
13.6.
Exactly. So, you think you're the
Estimated.
first creature?
No, I don't think we're the only creature either. That's just prideful.
Just come to say hi, buddy. You seem warm.
But I'm saying the first creature that would have thought of that would have probably said, you know what? Even if not me, let me find things like me.
Yeah. Or just things.
Let me find things that are living.
Because at this point, on
Because
this
life is
planet,
precious.
we kind of have a general idea of what things are going to be.
Life is
It's
precious.
going to be like fish are going to be, there's going to be fish, different kinds of sharks, different kinds of cats, whatever. We have a general idea of the animals that live here and versions. You went to another planet, man, you like see some shit and you're just like, what the fuck is
I mean, it's
this
still on
thing?
this planet. It's
Do
still
not
on this
open that
planet.
door.
You can find some shit where you be like, what the fuck?
Okay,
Yeah, exactly. So you just imagine-
carbon based. You go to a planet where things are nitrogen based. Go to a planet where things are phosphorus based. Go to a planet where things are sulfur based. Go to a planet where the shit. I wrote a comic book called Finding Kepler, and it's all about finding a planet that is like Earth but different. It has
See the ones that they just found, like the 7 they just found.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty
like
rad.
Titan and all of them.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, those are moons.
Trappist.
Yeah, the Trappist system.
Trappist,
He knows.
yes.
Trappist 1.
Trappist 1. That's
Yeah.
the Gucci man from
That's what it
Trapper 1.
Trapper 1.
But it's also, that's extremely interesting because it's 7, Earth-sized planets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But okay, one of them has 2 suns. Right?
No, this is a system with just one sun. This is
Yeah, got
around
a
a
red
sun that's
dwarf.
similar size to
red
ours.
dwarf to ours.
It's small.
It's, it's smaller, but
It's
it's
a cool. It's a cool red
It's a
dwarf.
cool red dwarf, and it doesn't have as many planets surrounding it.
And they surround it
it's
close
like
as the
5.
fuck. One of them got
Yeah.
like a 3-day year.
Yeah. Okay, I remember it. I read
But if it's not as powerful as
And
our
they don't
sun,
rotate.
that. Okay, so
The
on
planets
that
don't
planet-
revolve.
On that planet,
They
that would probably ruin it.
Day on one side and night on the other.
Okay, but
But
say
they think because the fucking red goddamn radiation or whatever the fuck kind of heat the whole planet. Like if it got an atmosphere, it kind of is cool enough to just heat the whole planet.
It's also, the power of the sun, as long as it's the ratio is similar to the distance, like however much our sun puts out for how far Earth is, it's going to be smaller.
Yeah.
So even those smaller years,
Yeah.
potentially there's a planet similar to Earth because it's getting the same
Yeah.
amount of energy
Yeah,
from that sun, just
exactly.
closer.
It's just the whole fucking sky look like dusk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it sounds
All the
pretty
time.
rad.
Well, think about this. Okay. Like I was saying, I wrote a comic.
But also,
on
if
this.
you could, keep the human race going, and eventually we could travel there one day. I don't give a fuck.
That
if
shit
it's
far
dusky.
as the fuck.
Yeah, it's like one light year.
Nah,
100 light years or something like that? Yeah.
I forgot. That shit, motherfuckers not getting no goddamn Trappist 1.
No.
Well, not while we'll be alive,
Yeah. Goddamn cryogenics gonna have to come a long way.
dude. This is the thing. Technology advances so fast right now.
Yeah.
You never 10 years from
But
now.
to have something that's gonna sustain you for goddamn 100 years and not fail. You seen the movie Passengers?
No, I heard it
You
was
seen
good.
it yet? Yeah, it was good. It was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, that's
Well,
why they
what
woke up
happened to them.
early.
Yeah, the motherfucking system fucked up. The
Yeah.
motherfucker woke up early. You know what I mean? But they taking like a goddamn 80, 90 year journey. But think about how much. Alright, they wake up 50. Maybe it was like 300. So I forget how many years. But say you wake up 50 years in the middle of your journey and shit. Man, Earth on some whole other shit in 50 years.
Yeah, you don't know what's going on at all.
But think of this, you in space right now. You left Earth with the illest technology. Bro, it's 80 years into the future. The shit with you riding in really some
They're
bullshit.
just gonna
now.
ride past you at this point.
No, but I'm saying like the shit with you riding in is old and some this shit been 80 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the stuff they'll have then,
Yeah.
they'll be able to catch up with
Yeah,
you,
Maybe so.
bored, and give you an update. And
But
be
also,
like, look, hold
yeah,
on,
by
man.
that
You
time,
gotta get
might
on
be
our
able-
ship. This
you'll be
one's
so-
doo doo, bro.
You'll be on some you'll be on some Matrix shit. You just
Yeah.
plug in an update.
But also, if you're moving at light speed, things that aren't are moving even slower. Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
it wouldn't be 80 years; it'd be like 100
Like a
years.
time difference.
On Earth, 80 years. For
Yeah.
you, like 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it depends on how fast you're traveling and relevance to. Yeah.
So by the time you actually hit 80, they'd be at like close to 200 years. They catch up with you and just be like, "Look, hey man, we had to stop you. This shit doesn't work. Trust me. We figured it out while you are gone.
yeah.
You're gonna blow up in a little bit. Get on our ship." And that's how
Or they move you like sheets, like how when Han Solo was frozen.
carbonite.
Yeah. They just like pull you out like a filing system, and they're like, "Yeah, let's get all this cargo off of here and put it on the good ship. We'll defrost them.
We'll wake them up when we get there.
Yeah, on that passenger movie.
We'll wake up in a day when we'll get
Thousands
there.
of people just sleep
Yeah.
in little chambers.
That's kind of how what was that Pitch Black? That movie
I
that
can't
started.
remember that bullshit.
That movie it started the
Diesel.
whole Riddick series.
Vin Diesel bullshit ass. But I just seen who.
That's Dom Loretto, my dude.
I'm trying to remember who the fuck was just talking about. They grew up with Vin Diesel, and the bitch used to be a rapper, and he like a real street motherfucker, and used to be a bouncer and beat the shit out of people and shit.
I remember him saying on a talk show that that's how he got big.
The fucking supermodel, the model motherfucker, Tyson Beckford.
Mm-hmm.
So he grew up with Vin Diesel.
So Vin Diesel's actually like kind of legit.
Yeah.
He's kind of like a Mr. T.
Yeah.
Kind of.
That's how Mr. T got the part of A.B. Baracus. He was a bouncer. He's like the best. Like, 'cause you know how Roadhouse is kind of true. Like, there used to be like a bouncer industry. And, and Mr. T was the best one in New York.
Vin Diesel is also like a leader in the mixed black people community.
He makes great video games, too. Riddick Escape from Butcher Bay ain't no joke. It's a good game.
I've been playing The Last of Us.
That's a
I
sad
just beat it today.
That's a sad one.
Yeah.
The very beginning of that one, you start playing, you're like, your stomach start hurting. You're like, what
Yeah.
the fuck, man?
And then the whole way through it, you're just kind of like...
Constantly. Yeah, it's sad. If that was like a TV series,
Yeah, you'd be
that'd
hurt.
be...
Like, fuck The Walking Dead. That
Yeah,
damn series.
it makes The Walking Dead look
I'm ready
like...
to play the next one.
Well, it makes The Walking Dead look like terribly written.
Bruh.
And like, 'cause there's like an
The
idea...
Walking Dead is a soap opera.
Yeah,
But
you know what's
really-
gonna happen. I mean,
you
like,
really gotta, like,
those comics are really
Drag the
fucked up.
fuck out of
You
it.
really gotta play that The Last
Dude,
of Us.
if you read any of these, are all Alan has like pretty much all of them.
Oh yeah, Brittany has them all. She has all the
They're
compendiums and
fucking brutal.
everything.
The game is, or the TV show is like
Okay,
mild at best.
Oh yeah, that's how Game of Thrones is too.
Yeah,
But they did a better job with the show.
Man.
yeah. Game of Thrones, but the thing is, Game of Thrones is mild compared to those books, but it's still better than
It's
almost
still
everything
better
on
than-
TV.
I recently tried to go back and watch Dragon Ball Z. Shit was horrible.
It's tough. First 4 seasons are rough.
Is it, no,
Fucking
no,
Paulie and
no.
Allen
No,
love
a
that
new
shit.
one. Like a new fucking Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, they started a new one.
Yeah, it's like maybe a year or two old. It was
I
on a
can't
fire
do
stick,
it.
you know. You got
Can't
that
do
thing,
it.
leg on that bitch. And it's supposed to be like right after when Dragon Ball Z ended or some shit. I don't know. The shit just horrible. The writing be horrible. They stretch the episodes out. Like the fighting only happened on like Mondays and Fridays.
So
like,
they're just like floating in the air, talking shit to
yeah,
each other.
you know, and bullshit little plots with kids going do bullshit and random characters.
And then you
Like,
think something's about to happen, but
Yeah.
one of them just giving like an example of their
It was a little kid
strength,
soap opera.
and they like hit one of those floating island
yeah,
things.
that's what I'm saying. It's like when your grandmother used to watch fucking Days of Our Lives, and it'll be boring all week until Friday. Some ill shit would happen.
So
They'll
you're like,
leave
"Here
you
we go
hanging.
Monday."
Yeah, Monday it'll be off
It'll
the
be
chain.
live on
Then
Monday.
Tuesday is bullshit. Tuesday to Thursday is bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep 'em
You
hooked.
just described soap operas better than anybody's ever
Yeah.
described
Keep
it.
And that's the same thing with
Now,
Walking
like
Dead.
Chip and Dale, all those shows when you were a kid too.
Yeah.
Like if they played it during the week, Friday and
Oh,
Saturday were crazy because you couldn't watch it Sunday.
Jesus, you know what I rewatched recently? Space Ghost.
Coast to coast,
Oh yes.
still good.
Oh my god.
Brack.
Oh my god.
Still good.
Still-
it
still
reminds me of
solid.
Coast. It reminds me of like what is that? Coast to Coast AM.
Oh, bro.
But,
Space
like,
Ghost
just-
was so.
It was just comedy.
It was fucking.
Do y'all fuck with the Coast to Coast AM?
I haven't really been on.
Oh, it's like conspiracy radio shit, like aliens and stuff.
Bro, Space Ghost.
I get high
was
and
so
listen to
unique.
the recorded versions of them.
Just that the randomness of him, like to imagine trying to do a show with him as your host.
It's also those like that's reused footage.
Oh god.
It wasn't written for that.
No,
Same thing with C Lab 2021.
bro. Yeah, 2020.
It's all like used. It's footage from an old show that like never made the air or some shit.
Oh, that's what the
Space Ghost was, yeah.
Well, what the fuck the show was supposed
No,
to
I
be?
Well, they only had like
after
2
season
seasons
2.
worth of stuff, and then after that they started making it.
Yeah.
That's why you see like
That's why Brack got
and then
came
you see
in.
like the mantis guy in his cave thing.
Right.
Right, yeah. You don't really see him that much in the first one.
Yeah.
So once they had the budget, they were like, "Fuck, we gotta recreate this thing."
Yes, because people loved it.
Yeah.
And Bobcat Goldthwait, that episode was
It
brilliant.
also kind of like that kind of started Adult Swim.
It did.
And
It-
Adult
it
Swim is
did.
like some of the
That
most
Tsunami.
intelligent, engaging
It's like
stuff on
Tsunami
television right
and
now.
a lot of other things like
You like certain blocks of like. If for this long you're gonna get anime. For this long
Yep.
you're gonna get adult stuff.
Yep.
And then Looney Tunes will start
Yep.
at 5 in the
You'll get
morning.
Acme at 5.
And if kids shit all day, because Cartoon Network,
and
Dexter's
then you get
Lab
Tom
and
and Jerry
stuff.
at 11.
Dexter's Lab and all that stuff.
Oh,
Then
yeah,
you
that
got
was prime time though. That was
yeah,
evening.
and then you got like anime.
You had
then
Dexter,
you had
Powerpuff Girls. You had Samurai Jack later. But
Oh, he was much better.
Freakazoid was my shit.
Animaniacs too.
Fucking Animaniacs. Animaniacs played before Freakazoid because they were both Steven Spielberg.
But all of them started on Fox, right? No,
Yeah, they went into
Yeah.
syndication on Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
It's like old episodes.
But what happened is it started at 5 with those.
Yeah.
And then it led into your prime time with Dexter, Johnny Bravo,
Yeah. IR Baboon.
IR Bab. No, that
No,
was,
I Am
that was-
Weasel.
I Am Weasel was inside of
IR Bab. No,
Powerpuff?
IR Baboon was inside.
No, Johnny Bravo in that.
yeah, but it was something else inside.
That was almost
of
like a
that.
little variety hour with those.
Cow and Chicken and
Cat Dog.
yeah,
Oh, is that
but
on
there was
Nickelodeon?
another show that came on that was inside of because it was IR.
I know what
Baboon,
ended
I
that
Am
prime
Weasel.
time thing was Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah, that
Which
was
if
at,
you-
but that was at like.
Have
prime
y'all
time.
watched that as an adult?
Oh hell,
it's
yeah.
still
Eustace-
fucking creepy.
Eustace was the shit, bro. Eustace was awesome.
But that's just like the dude. Those guys captured like animated dread.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you, it was the illest shit, bro. Still to this day, motherfucking Tom and Jerry, bro.
Yes, sir.
Oh, they
Shit
just
is
hated
genius.
each other.
Bitch.
That shit is genius, bro.
Yes, bro.
I would
Tom
say
and
that in
Jerry.
like early Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, but Tom and Jerry had
Yeah,
like
I'm fucking with early Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, before we kind of got a little more like
Yeah,
Space
the
Jam
round, the
looking.
oval head
Yeah,
Bugs
yeah,
Bunny,
yeah.
bro.
Talking
I
about Thor
fucks
Magic
with
Helmet.
the crazy psycho fucking Bugs
Talking
Bunny.
about Thor Magic Helmet.
Yeah.
Spirit Magic Helmet.
That fucking
But it was
Bugs
like
Bunny
before
was fucking
they
crazy.
ever even invented Daffy Duck. It was just him and Elmer.
Yeah, that fucking Bug, and he'll just be moving fast as the fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just kind of being a dick the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you're looking back on it, you're like, if a guy did that to me at a party, I'd probably punch him. Because he's just up Elmer's ass the
I
whole
love
time, being a
Hanna-Barbera
dick
cartoons.
and being fun.
Hanna-Barbera cartoons were the shit.
I love that gay alligator.
Man,
It's
motherfucker.
crazy.
Yeah.
Goddamn space race, bro.
Yeah.
It's the
Right.
ultimate fucking shit.
I don't know. Wacky Races was good. I like
It was
Dick
Wacky
Dash-
Races.
Dick Dash.
That's what I'm talking about. Space race.
Oh, Wacky
Same
Races.
shit,
yeah, it was the
whatever,
crew.
whatever. Everybody.
You guys
went.
remember Beast Wars?
Oh yeah.
Beast Wars?
It was
Yeah.
like Transformers, but with
Yeah.
animals.
Beast Wars with
Had
animals.
Megatron, he was a T-Rex.
Yeah. And they had the saber-tooth tiger.
Yeah, it was like 3D. It was like animated, and it looked like dog shit now,
What
dude.
year that was?
That was like
94.
late 90s to
95,
mid 90s.
something like that. 94, 95.
Bro, like if you
Pre-Power
watch it now, you'd be like,
Rangers.
"This looks like
Pre-Power Rangers,
absolute
post
shit."
Voltron.
Well, no, I think it's after Power Rangers.
It was after
That's
Power
why I
Rangers.
don't remember it.
Was it after
Yeah.
Power Rangers?
Yeah.
Well, Power Rangers been around since the 70s. What, you talking about American
Yeah, no,
movies?
yeah, the early '90s Power Rangers. It was like in the mid '90s,
Yeah,
but it's like it's super cool because you're like it's Transformers, but there's like a white tiger, a gorilla, a T-Rex.
Yeah, Beast
all
Wars.
that shit.
Transformers to me is like some fucking 1985, 86 shit.
Like Megatron was a gun
Yeah.
with a scope on it, like a
Yeah.
shit. He turned
Yeah.
from like this giant robot into a pistol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Transformers.
But all the Decepticons and the early like Transformers, they're all like they're
When niggas had
Autobots-
Energon cubes.
Autobots were cars. Decepticons are like a stereo or
Yeah.
shit like that. They
were
were like
deceptive.
airplanes and
They
shit.
were
None of
deceptive.
them were cars.
The goddamn fake ass Autobots. No, what was the fucking shit? No, the other motherfuckers. GoBots or some bullshit.
Yeah.
This wasn't that like the Lego, like kind of like Connects. You know, like Lego.
And it was something
Connects.
else,
It was
bro.
like them.
Some fake ass goddamn Transformers, man. The lead nigga was a goddamn jet.
You know what I fucked with hard? Gargoyles.
Gargoyles
Yeah,
was the
Gargoyles
shit,
was
bro.
Goliath, Lexington,
Yes, bro.
Brooklyn,
Gargoyles was the
Hudson,
shit, son.
Bronx.
Came on at 5 in the morning, 6 in the
Yeah,
morning.
Keith David did the voice
That shit was awesome.
of
Flows
Goliath.
awesome.
He also did the voice of Spawn in the animated series. He was in The Thing. We talk about him a lot on the very first episode of the podcast we ever did.
I was a huge fan of Freakazoid was my favorite cartoon. I think.
All right, guys, I think it's time to wrap this up.
Did we do it?
Yeah.
We did it.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds smoking.
We don't do the full.
Well, do you want you got plugs?
yeah. You got any
Y'all
shows
fuck
coming
with
up?
me, man. Nah, I ain't got no shows right now. We just had a show, man. Killed Leesville. Man, y'all fuck with me, man. $1 Million Lifestyle, man. Y'all check out the album featuring Rick Ross, Yo Gotti, Too Short, motherfucking Killer Mike. Y'all fuck with me, man. XO, man. ITZDATBOYX everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that shit, man. Y'all fuck with me, man.
Brian, you have any dates coming up?
April 12th, Nick Charles Comedy, as always. Laughing Eagle. I think Jay Moody will be there.
I will be there.
We've got the one and only Mark Viola. Mark is a Comedy Central and Fox comic.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a great fucking show.
It's Jack Bitch.
I've got some new material. I know Jay Moody's got some new material.
Very little, but enough.
You know, it's kind of like the 2-inch rule, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's enough to get the job done if you do it right.
Yes.
And there you go. So, yeah, that's all I got right now. Oh, Sunday Funnies as always. Live live.
Where can people reach you on social media?
Me?
Yeah, if they want to tell you they love you or just suck a dick or whatever.
Look up Brian Pitre. I'm usually the guy with the dreads and the cats. I don't know if that interests anyone. Yeah, I'm also a voiceover.
Waiter.
Yeah, and waiter. Yeah,
Really?
I do commercials for waiter.
That's awesome. Yeah. Well, I have that show with you that you said April 12th. I also have April 7th, 8th, and 9th at CypherCon.
Yes, that's correct. I might be on that bid, maybe.
Hopefully. I mean, if that's our worst case scenario, that's a best case scenario.
Awesome.
Also, Earth Day, we will be in Tennessee.
You're doing
recording
Tennessee.
a podcast in the woods with Bear Gritty.
Nice.
At the Greenlight Festival, I believe.
Great. When are we gonna garden?
We'll have to get video equipment set up for that. Me and Brian have a YouTube channel that we're about to release in the next couple months. It involves gardening. That's all you get to know. Don't steal our shit, motherfucker.
It's very intense.
Because now this is the intellectual property. So they could.
Done. Sold.
Comedians gardening.
Out.
Yeah.